Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you. I greet each and every one of you. This is a special broadcast, just like we said yesterday when we are having the IPOB Autopilot Twitter Tuesday. Whereas today is not just today is our Twitter day, but also a very special day that we expect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. You know what I'm saying now? As we are waiting for the update, bringing the analysis on what is going on in that very court of damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria, we will like to go back to the previous interview that was granted by the team of lawyer Barrister Joffa and Dinko. You know what I'm saying now? For us to go back and then see that the Zoo Nigerian government, they don't have any case against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never escaped any bail. He was running for his life. Everybody knows about it. So as we wait for that, let me just take you back a little bit so that we can be able to connect one or two things, and also for the Zoo Nigerian government for them to watch, because they are watching, they see what we're talking about. So let us just take your time. Then, without waiting much of a time, let us go there.
No, these are different.
Hello.
I think you should make it short.
Short, yeah.
Make it short. Give them
Okay, as you are aware, he was abducted in Kenya and brought here on 29th of June 2021, and that was done without reference to us as the counsel in the matter. So, and the court adjourned the matter to today for hearing, for trial. So, but today he was not in court. I insisted to find out from the prosecution why he was not in court, which I made a formal appeal to the court to that effect. But we understand the petition of the court starts today. So that apparently should be the reason why they are not in court. So it's starting today. So the court said they need fiat from CJ to enable him to proceed during this vacation. So that has been resolved. We are going to initiate a communication to CJ to ensure that fiat is given to his lordship to continue trial during this vacation. So as we are aware, I've mentioned it upstairs. Nnamdi Kanu, before 2021, we have Nnamdi Kanu 2015, who was abducted by the DSS on the 14th of October 2015 in Lagos and brought before Abuja here, brought in Abuja here the 10th. He was taken to magistrate court and which granted him bail, and customary brought before this court, Honorable Federal Court, which also granted him bail. And those bail orders granted by the court directing for his own conditional release were all flouted by the security agent, by the DSS. So until we effectively and successfully challenge the 11 count charge preferred against him at the time by the federal government, and 8 out of them we are struck out, remaining 3. So on the basis of those of the weakness of the sense of remaining allegations, the court granted him bail on 5th of April 2027 and scheduled for the matter for hearing. Adjourned the case to October 17th for hearing, 2017 for hearing. So why are waiting for the time for him to be in court on October 17th for the trial to commence? His premises, ancestral home in Omahia, Afaro Omahia, was invaded by the military soldiers on the September 14th, during which blood invasion, over 28 persons were killed in his premises, and he manually escaped by sheer providence. Not unhurt, he was inflicted with injuries. So, and we have applications before this court for the court to intervene and also investigate the circumstance that led to his disappearance, an intervening event that occurred that led to him to his inability to be in court and start his trial. So these applications are pending for the past 2 years before this court. Only for us to have on 29th of June, that he was brought to court. So, and we're ready to go on. So, but the fact is that the Nnamdi Kanu we are talking about today is person that was abducted in Kenya on July 19th, on June 19th, 2021, then tortured, subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment and degradation, inflicted with grievous bodily harms, which is still in his body today. So after spending 8 days, after subjecting to all sorts of torture, then he was handed over to Nigerian security agents 8 days after. So on the 29th, they brought him to court. So what I'm saying is that we are talking about gross violation of Geneva Convention Protocol, which agreement Nigeria entered into in 2001. This is very fundamental because as far as we are concerned today, Nigerian image in international community has been damaged, has been bastardized by the issue of what has been taking place. We don't go to a foreign land and kidnap somebody. If the person has committed an offense known to law, you subject him to what they call extradition proceedings. Then the person will pass through the instead of smuggling here through what they call a southern rendition. But that's a very fundamental issue we're discussing before international court and the international community. Today we have various applications and correspondence with the African court, which has been championed by my colleague Zalo Ejimako, and also our foreign partners in UK and the US.
Please, can you tell us the specific 3 orders issued by Justice Binta Nyako?
So today, the leadership order, first of all, that you need an order from the CJ to proceed with trial. Then 2, that the detention authority, in this case the SSS, to give us access to our client. Because I complained about the way manner we see him. For the past 8 days, we don't have that, we don't see him. And only yesterday, we had all over the social media. As I'm taken away from Abuja, I complained to the court that he has been taken away from here. And we can't confirm his present state of health. So the court has to intervene and give directive to the detention authority that we should have access to him on specified dates within a week, which I may not mention to you. So, but that has been agreed, and we're going to see him anymore from now. So, and we have an application to get him transferred to Correctional Center Kuje prison, which was served on the federal government on 17th of July 2021. Only for on the 14th of July, yes, 2021. Only for us to ambush on this money with the counterbalance to that application. But we don't want to go into the merit because the court is actually not ready to go with the proceeding today because of the foundation commences today. So on the next adjourned date, we are going to have a bite of that. Thank you so much. No, as I speak to you, we are aware that the international community is going on to the before this court. And they are aware that Nnamdi Kanu is in detention facility of the DSS. So if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu today, the federal government, DSS, and all the authorities concerned should be held responsible by the international community. Because UK, US are in effective communication with our legal team as to what is happening in this case. I can confirm that to you today. As I speak to you now, I don't want to mention the international media organizations who are following up this case, who are in this court today to cover what position of the court today.
Okay, is it true that some of your lawyers were arrested?
No, not lawyer was arrested.
Okay, well, some IPOB members were also arrested. What's your view on that?
We have a situation whereby lawyers were chastised today. We are brutalized, kind of. We were not allowed inside the court because we are suggesting, insisting we should trim down the number of lawyers. I know this is an international case. This is a case that rose Igbo's interest and interest of right responsible people. So every responsible person wants to know what's happening in this case. So and that has been resolved with the court today.
What of your IPOB members that were arrested this morning? Who came in here?
Many of them were arrested. We are going to confirm that. We are aware many of them. I was just informed in court that many of them were many people that came here were arrested. So and I'm urging the authorities. I am urging the authorities by this video to release those who were in court to witness proceedings of today. They were not violent. They were mainly here to witness proceedings of the
Biafrans, let me just give you just about a few minutes, a few, not a minute, just about, it's not up to 1 minute from one of our own there. So let me just stop this one. Then why I bring up that very 40-something minutes right in the court, so that we can be able to take a look at it. Then why we still continue with this very one that we are doing here. Today's date is the 13th day of September 2022. A very day that we're expecting our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free from the dungeon of the DSS today. So take a look at this. Take a look at this. As you can see by Stefan Ejiofor over there.
Advocates of Nigeria, good morning, other members of the board. Welcome you to today's proceedings once again. Please settle in, ensure you're properly noted. We're about to sit. Thank you.
So we will be keeping track. We will be keeping track immediately so that we can be able to bring it out. You can see they are ready, waiting for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So let us go back to where we are, because this is how we build our own case. This is how we build our own case. By the time the humanity sees these very videos, the previous one that they already did, they will now understand that the Nigerian government have no case against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have no choice. The only thing that they have to do is nothing but to release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simple as that. Give us a referendum so that we can be able to decide where we want to be. I still remember reporting today from various platforms which I control. Today, the 13th day of September 2022. Let's continue.
And it's your constitutional right to be in court and witness proceedings of the court. If you are limiting, if you have a restriction to the number of people that will come to the court, you have no problem. But you can't not warrant to arresting them. Innocent and defenseless. It was not because the trial hasn't commenced and there's no other trial yet. There's no other trial like which we are going to present if there's any other of such session. Thank you so much. Your name? My name is Stefan Ejiofor. I'm doing counsel to Nnamdi Kanu.
I'm outside. We're doing it at the outside.
All right. You left, thank you. Yes. Okay. When you are ready, you go. Diko. Yeah. At the count of 3, we start.
Don't forget to tell them.
Are we ready? Yes. Okay, well, my name is Aloy Ejimako. I'm the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In addition to what my colleague, Barrister Ejiofor, had said, I would briefly give you a rundown of the international dimensions of this matter. You have heard of the phrase, the long phrase, extraordinary rendition. It's not a makeup by lawyers. It's real. It's something that is in the statute books that Nigeria signed on to. And this was not the first time it has happened. It has happened before. Nigeria had attempted in the past to conduct extraordinary rendition of Omar Diko in 1984. The difference between that one and this one is that why that of Kanu succeeded, that of Omar Diko failed woefully. And it led to countervailing consequences. So extraordinary rendition doesn't draw only legal consequences. It draws political and diplomatic consequences. So in that of Omar Diko, it drew all kinds of consequences. Okay, 17 people were arrested. 4 out of those were convicted and sentenced to various terms of imprisonment, ranging from 6 years to 8 years. The other 13 were deported. The CEO of Nigerian Airways was nearly arrested in the UK. He was lucky to have seen a very short fence that he jumped. Okay, and Nigeria was denied the subsequent request to extradite Diko and other people in Nigeria was interested in at the time. So, and then Britain broke off diplomatic relations with Nigeria for 2 years. So I don't know why anybody thinks that the extraordinary rendition of Kanu would not have consequences. Of course it will have. It's an unfolding phenomenon. Unfolding. The political, the diplomatic, and the legal consequences are unfolding. And just as my colleague informed you, the international legal order has been triggered by a process I filed and perfected 4 days ago. So there is a triggering of the international legal order. Jurisdiction of Nigeria over this matter is no longer exclusive. You have multi-jurisdictional people coming in, centers coming into play here. So it's not something that there's a wiggle room for the country. And we have to cross that bridge before we get to the bridge of saying guilty or not guilty. You have to cross the bridge of this very horrendous conduct that Nigeria did towards Nnamdi Kanu.
Your name?
Aloy Ejimako, Special Counsel. Well, it surprised us. Nobody told us anything. We came here expecting to see him and everything. And the crowd that thronged here also expected to see him. So this is one of those draconian things that people are fighting against. You see, we don't want a nation that is turning to a police state. And this is what is roiling the citizens of Nigeria. And that protest, that dissent, is showing itself in various forms. It's showing itself in revolution now. It's showing itself in the agitation to have a separate state. It's showing itself in resource control. It's showing itself in NSAS. If you are not doing these things, you're not going to be having these negative reactions from your citizens. If you do the right thing, your citizens will be happy and they won't have any reason to dissent. Okay? So that's what's going on. And today, they prove themselves capable of continuing those things by arresting innocent people that came to express solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu.
We're told by some people that Nnamdi Kanu was actually brought to this court premises, but he wasn't presented in
We didn't see him. We didn't see him. So if they brought him, they spirited him away. And what are they hiding? Because you can't take a trial in absentia when you're inside jurisdiction. So the court is interested in knowing whether Nnamdi Kanu has been removed from her jurisdiction.
How prepared are you now to see Nnamdi Kanu since the judge has actually said?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times, but you see, why it became an issue in court today was that it was a bit of an irregular size, and it was a discretionary matter left to the DSS to decide when his lawyers could see him. But right now, it's no longer discretionary. A court order has ensued that we're entitled to see him twice a week. So we.
At what times?
Well, some afternoons and all that.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Are you happy about that?
Yes, we're happy, very happy. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. It's some soybo. Okay, so give me one second.
Nnamdi Kanu, officially the law had on the case till 21st of October 2021, and this na sake of say the defendants will be Nnamdi Kanu no dey present physically for court today. Well, we've been hearing reports say maybe in there around, but this no be waiting. Anybody if you confirm, even the lawyers say they no fit confirm am. But there's a logistics issue where they don't really clarify now the reasons why they caught today. So from the 11 count charges, the lawyers don't confirm to us that they don't drop 8 out of the charges, and now 3 now in go face come October 21, 2021. That's now when the trial of Nnamdi Kanu will continue, as Justice Binta Yako already confirmed that update. So far, waiting we've been done the outside is follow the matter. Some protesters some supporters, sorry about that. Some supporters will be don't come outside and police don't carry them go. They clear if them arrest them, but they don't pursue them coming from outside. And the lawyers say they go find out what happened and they go clarify the matter, because no big protest they can't do outside the court. All right, that's not the mood. See, they have
people they do protest
for inside court. Make to see what they happen outside the court right now. We did hear some people they shout for outside. They could see what they happen, and they try to go there now. Some people they shout for outside. All right. All right, you try to go outside now. we try go outside there and see wetin dey happen.
Go hold it and stand there.
All right, these are people wey gather for here. They sing. They appear to be supporters of Nnamdi Kanu for front of the court. All right, then surround, they gather round Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Etioko.
So, my people, if you're joining right now, this is a previous court case that the Zoo Nigerian government had against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This was the interview that, as you can see, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the rest of the legal team, they have to tell the world exactly what has happened. That is why we are building and to remind some of our people who have forgotten, more especially those who are Nigerians. Now, I'm going to show you the video that we received, the live broadcast that would just about 40 something seconds that we just received. You know what I'm saying? Now we are still keeping our eyes on the ball in order to make sure that we bring to you exactly what is going on. You know what I'm saying? Now today's date is 13th day of September 2022, and I'm reporting live in various platforms right now. Now let me show you this video again that we received. This very video that we received, which I just showed previously, the correct one today, the 13th, so that we can be able to see that very video, because it is very, very important. And then I'm going to back it up with the pictures that follows it up, a pictures that follows it up, so that we can see that exactly indeed it is what it is. It is what it is today. Reporting live here on the this morning. I have to stop work today. I told my boss that I'm not coming work today because I have a very important something to do. That is why you can see me that I'm reporting this today. You know what I'm saying now? Biafra first. So let us take a look at this again. Then I will show you the picture that followed it up so that you can be able to see. And if some of you might be thinking that no, this is it is not true. It is not current. Let me show you so that you can actually see exactly. It is on the just about 32 minutes. 32 minutes was live. You know what I'm saying now? Nnamdi Kanu court case appeal, Abuja court case appeal. So this was about 33 minutes was live. So let us go back to the that very short video so that we can see it again. Why I back it up with the picture and also putting eyes on the ball. I'm going all around the corner to make sure that I just get in contact with what is going on. This is Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor here. You see? Here is Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor.
Good morning, advocates of Nigeria. Good morning, other members of the board. Welcome you to today's proceedings once again. Please settle in, ensure you're properly moved. We're about to sit. Thank you.
So let us let us show you the pictures that follow you stop while we still wait for others to follow. This is part of the pictures that we just received. This is part of the picture that we just received. So you can see the legal team, and this is the brother to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is another picture. This is another picture. They are waiting because we know the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never committed any crime known to any man. The extradition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was illegal. The Zoo Nigerian government never followed a due process. You also say now. So they have no case against us. What they are doing is to use this and to see if they can convince a lot of one Nigerians, which they are using P2B. In this our time right now, P2B represents the Zik of their Africa. You also say now, when it's time for him to raise a flag to say that let us have our freedom, he is now supporting one Nigeria. This is exactly what is happening. That is why we are bringing this live for those of one Nigeria, because they are watching. They are watching. Today is a very special day for you to see exactly what is happening. None of you have ever spoken or said anything against the Zoo Nigerian government, against what they did to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. None. Each and every one of you knows that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. He stands for peace. He stands for equity, liberty, total freedom for everybody. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. You understand now? But those people who are one Nigerians, the people who think that there is going to be a menquatalism to the Zoo Nigerian government, they can never see these things. That is why we are determined, we are consistent and determined to make sure that the generation of our time understand exactly what we're talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2014, on the 14th of October 2014. Later grant bail, you understand now? He was now later grant bail in 2017. That is 27th of April 2017. He was granted bail, waiting for a trial. Because that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never allowed himself to be bored by these vagabonds. That is why they invaded his house on the 14th day of September. 14th day of September 2017. You understand now? 14th day of September 2017. Because he refused to be bought over. You understand now? That is why you need to really understand that your total freedom, it does not matter. Those of you who are agitating for one Nigeria, you are nothing but only helping the Zoo, Nigeria, and the Fulani in order to advance, to buy time. Because if the Zoo Nigerian government, under the Fulani rule, if they cannot win you, they have to find something else in order to do what? To convince you. And they have found P2B. Some of you are chatting P2B. Some of you are shouting P2B. You have to be very, very ashamed of yourself. You have to be very, very ashamed of yourself. Like I said, these are the current picture that was taken in the right there in the court. You're also saying now, waiting for the meantime. We're still keeping our eyes on the ball to make sure that we bring it back to back exactly how it's happening over there and follow up with the analysis. And never forget, as you are picking from this point that we are just playing the previous video we're playing, you can also do as well, write one or two things and put it in the Twitter so that our people can be able to begin to retweet and then see that we are moving ahead. As the Twitter is doing their own job, while we are here doing our own job, then you can see we are in a win-win situation. We are in a win-win situation. I still remember as a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Afra through media, evangelists, and also in music. Let us continue with the Barrister Ejiofor and the rest of the legal team on the interview they granted to the media, so that we can be able to be looking out and see where we can be able to pick up what we can be able to give to you. Because this is how we do our own. We are do our own things. Do we do our own media by ourselves? We don't depend on anybody to do it for us. Stay tuned.
Okay, and Nigeria was denied the subsequent request to extradite Diko and other people in Nigeria was interested in at the time. So, and then Britain broke off diplomatic relations with Nigeria for 2 years. So I don't know why anybody thinks that the extraordinary rendition of Kanu would not have consequences. Of course it will have. It's an unfolding phenomenon. Unfolding. The political, the diplomatic, and the legal consequences are unfolding. And just as my colleague informed you, the international legal order has been triggered by a process I filed and perfected 4 days ago. So there is a triggering of the international legal order. Jurisdiction of Nigeria over this matter is no longer exclusive. You have multi-jurisdictional people coming in, centers coming into play here. So it's not something that there is a wiggle room for the country. And we have to cross that bridge before we get to the bridge of saying guilty or not guilty. You have to cross the bridge of this very horrendous conduct that Nigeria did towards Nnamdi Kanu. Aloy Ejimako, Special Counsel. Well, it surprised us. Nobody told us anything. We came here expecting to see him and everything. And the crowd that thronged here also expected to see him. So this is one of those draconian things that people are fighting against. You see, we don't want a nation that is turning to a police state. And this is what is roiling the citizens of Nigeria. And that protest, that dissent, is showing itself in various forms. It's showing itself in revolution now. It's showing itself in the agitation to have a separate state. It's showing itself in resource control. It's showing itself in NSAS. If you are not doing these things, you're not going to be having these negative reactions from your citizens. If you do the right thing, your citizens will be happy and they won't have any reason to dissent. Okay? So that's what's going on. And today, they prove themselves capable of continuing those things by arresting innocent people that came to express solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu.
We're told by some people that Nnamdi Kanu was actually brought to this court premises, but he wasn't presented in court.
We didn't see him. We didn't see him. So if they brought him, they spirited him away. And what are they hiding? Because you can't take a trial in absentia when you're inside jurisdiction. So the court is interested in knowing whether Nnamdi Kanu has been removed from her jurisdiction.
How prepared are you now to see Nnamdi Kanu since the judge has actually said?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times, but you see, why it became an issue in court today was that it was a bit of an irregular size, and it was a discretionary matter left to the DSS to decide when his lawyers could see him. But right now, it's no longer discretionary. A court order has ensued that we're entitled to see him twice a week. So we.
At what times?
Well, some afternoons and all that. Okay, all right.
Are you happy about that?
Yes, we're happy, very happy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Some soybo. Okay, so give me one second.
Nnamdi Kanu, officially the law had on the case till 21st of October 2021, and this na sake of say the defendants we've been Nnamdi Kanu no dey present physically for court today. Well, we've been hearing reports say maybe in India around, but this no be waiting. Anybody if you confirm, even the lawyers say they no fit confirm. But there's a logistics issue where they don't really clarify now the reasons why they court today. So from the 11 count charges, the lawyers don't confirm to us that they don't drop 8 out of the charges, and now 3 now in go phase come October 21, 2021. That's now when the trial of Nnamdi Kanu will continue, as Justice Binta Yako don't already confirm that update. So far, waiting will be done the outside is follow the matter. Some protesters will, some supporters, sorry about that. Some supporters will be don't come outside and police don't carry them go. They clear if them arrest them, but they don't pursue them coming from outside. And the lawyers say them go find out what happened and they go clarify the matter because no be protest they can't do outside the court. All right, that's not the mood. See, they happen
People they do protest here.
for inside court. Make to see what they happen outside the court right now. We do hear some people they shout for outside. Make we see what they happen, and they try go there now. Some people they shout for outside.
166.
Yeah, my people, I still greet each and every one of you. For your information, this is not an update what is going on. This very interview right now is the one of 26th of July 2021. And as we can see here, one of the reporters said that the next adjournment, it is going to be on the 21st of October 2021. It is adjourn upon adjourn upon adjourn upon adjourn. But the question now is most of those people who are, because whatever we are doing, we are talking about disintegration of Nigeria and the people who are supporting one Nigeria. Nigeria has no basis. As we can hear here, the next court case has been adjourned today to the October 21st of October 2021. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. I'm talking about previously what happened. Now, after this one play now, because as we're doing this, our eyes is on the ball to bring to you up to date. But before then, if they did not give us what we want, because we want to see a visual, you know, we want to see our reporters giving us what we can be able to feed and to analyze. And maybe we can drop a number to give about a 1 minute contribution. But now, after this, we're going to go to the next one, which is the 21st of October 2021. For us to see what is happening, the kind of mind game that these people are playing to us. Let us continue. Let us continue.
All right. All right, they try to go outside now. All right, so we can try to go outside now, see what they happen.
Go hold it and stand there.
All right, it's not people who gather for there. They think they appear to be supporters of Nnamdi Kanu for front of the court. All right, then surround, they gather around Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Etioko. Like in they brief them on the outcome of the proceedings from the courtroom today. As you don't see earlier for this video, Barrister Jofo don't tell us. All right, that's not Barrister Jofo, the address supporters of Nnamdi Kanu.
Talk to us! Talk to us! We believe in change of leadership. Talk to us!
Okay, let us still give you an update what we saw, because I'm following so many platforms right now, including Umuchuku writers, Let me show us what we have right now, so that we can be able to follow it up as it go. I still remember Mazi Kemankandele Mwachineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB, aka Afro Cronkite. Let us go there and then still bring to you what we have. Now, when you look your stream, when you watch your stream, this is about the update. You can see, here it is. It's just a support of the previous video that we just saw. It's an update from Appeal Court of Abuja today, the 13th September 2022. As the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is about to kickstart in the Appeal Court of Abuja today, IPOB legal team has all arrived the court. They have all arrived the court and are patiently seated, expecting the arrival of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here it says again, the outcome of today's hearing will determine the fate. Hold on, beg your pardon. The outcome of today's hearing will determine the fate of the Federal High Court in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria ruling on the case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We urge that all stay calm and glued to our page for more information. Umuchuku writers reporting from Appeal Court. Umuchuku writers reporting from Appeal Court. So this is the update that we have here. This is the previous picture that I just showed you. You see, these are the previous picture that I just showed you. You see, so we are following on the other platforms to see, because we need a more confirmation from there, so that our people can exactly know what to think. If there is one that we need to criticize immediately, because we know the ways of the Zoo Nigerian government. And here also, Laba International Market in Owerri is completely shut down as the imposter, Jubrin, is said to visit Imo State. This is total lockdown compliance today. Let us go ahead and see what next again. Okay, let us see this one, because these are updates. Let us hear. Also, hold on. No comment. Just a video. No comment. Just a short video. Just a short video. This is a previous video that I just showed us. So, this is another one. This is the first one I just showed before. We've already watched this one before. So this is an update, waiting patiently to give it to us, our people, bring the analysis back to back exactly the way it is.
Welcome you to today's proceedings once again. Please settle in, ensure you're properly looked. We're about to sit. Thank you.
All right. All right. Let us continue where we stopped. Where we stopped from the last one of the last previous case against our leader Mazi Nnamdi on the 26th July 2021. And after that, as we're waiting patiently, we will also bring to the next one, which is 21st of October 2021, to see the kind of mindset game. And this also for the people who their one leg is this side and the other leg is on the other side. Those who claim that they are Biafrans by birth. Those who claims that they are doing media in the favor of, you need to be reporting the truth. You need to be reporting the truth. If you want to ask person question, if you invite somebody in your program, you ask the person question. This is a fact. 26th of July 2021 was what we have been watching. The next one adjourned is the 21st of October 2021. We are going to see it. You know, Susanna, to remind our people what to think and to remain focused, because it is very, very important. It is very, very important. The freedom of our people is for all. The freedom of our people has no enemy. You want freedom, I want freedom. You know, Susanna, you want freedom, I want freedom. So if you are doing a media, you do a media that is going to help. We are not here to play politics. That is the reason why that we are still here today. You know what I'm saying now? So let us continue why we still put our eyes on the ball to bring it just exactly the way it is. Here we go. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I found it.
Nnamdi Kanu supporters outside the court after Justice Vincent Yapo adjourned the case to 21 October 2021. The lawyer they addressed his supporters based on the outcome of waiting the lawyer talk for inside the courtroom.
So my people, if you're still joining right now, if this is the time, the moment that you're joining, this not an update. We are still waiting for them because the very update that we just brought now, that all the team's lawyers under Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, leading the legal team of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of them have arrived in Abuja, waiting patiently. So what we are watching here is one of the outcome of the court proceeding on the 27th and 26th of July 2021, and you can see all the promises that the next adjournment is on the 21st of October 2021. We are still here. As we are waiting, after this one, we now go to the next section on that. You will now see that it is a game plan. Those of you that believe in one Nigeria, what have Nigeria offered you since? No education. A lot of graduates today graduated, no job. That is why you see so many evil things happening. The rich are getting richer. Why the poor are getting poorer? You know what I'm saying now? So we need to reset our mindset to know that Nigerian government holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mean that they are holding your freedom. The moment you get that, the moment you begin to understand, how are you going to help? Simply support Eastern Security Network. You know what I'm saying now? www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Support Eastern Security. There are spaces of $1,000. There are spaces of $10,000 for those of you who are multimillionaires. You know what I'm saying now? Just do what do you have to do? Only your Visa card or MasterCard. If you have if you're a billionaire, pump in $10,000 over there. That is the only thing that you can be able to do. Because holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is holding your own freedom. Look at what the wife of Tinubu was talking about. That we, the Biafrans or the Igbos, must marry their daughters so that they can inherit us. That they must inherit us. The other one came out and said that if you vote P2B, it's automatically that you are voting Southeast and South Seaport, Calabar Seaport, Riverside Seaport. Automatically that the Igbos are not going to be investing in the Lagos state, building houses. That Yoruba, shine your eyes on. And they are talking to the one Nigerianist for you to understand. Just yesterday, we have information that P2B, they wanted to kill him. This is what is happening. They wanted to kill him. And you never want to open your eyes. The Fulani can never ever allow you to have freedom. What they are interested is to Islamize everybody. From 26th of July 2021, that's what we're watching right now, to 21st of October 2021. Which year are we? Which year are we? We are in 2022. We are in 2022. Let us continue. Let us continue.
Let's go support time. Let's go and Africa! Africa! Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
Supporters of Nnamdi Kanu outside the Federal High Court for Abuja. Outside Justice Esa Yakobo for the case till October 21, 2021. It's on the move outside Federal High Court right now.
Just our advice to our people or encouragement to our people will never give up. You can imagine the kind of joy that is coming out from the minds and the tummies of the people. You know what I'm saying now? Now imagine when Biafra is being restored. Imagine the kind of happiness just on a court day, the kind of happiness that the people are bringing out with their inner strength. Imagine if Biafra comes. That is why Nnamdi Kanu told the international community that they should approve Biafra. 5 years is all Biafrans ask. If we will not come to the standard of the world, then we are going to take the second option to go back to the zoo Nigeria. Only 5 years. Only 5 years. Nigeria has existed for more than 50-something years, but nothing to show for it. All the politicians, all they come to do is to loot. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. That is why you can see people every day going on a trip from Niger to Libya, from Libya to Cameroon, to Italy, to Morocco. A lot of people are dying on a daily basis. This is because the Nigeria is not working. You understand now? Nothing is working. Whenever you see somebody, maybe a kind of sympathetic story like that, you will see somebody, a politician will come out to come and help that person, just to use that same person in order to benefit himself. You don't do something to take praises. You do it for the people. But as for Nigeria, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. How many people are being killed on a daily basis? Today I received a call, and that very message, they say that people are dying people are being missing on daily basis in Biafra land as we speak. As we speak. You know, say now, as we speak. People are being missing. So what are we trying to say here? It is only the freedom of our people, even those police and military that are listening, because even police and military and the army, a lot of them want Biafra to come. A lot of them want Biafra to come. Then the question is, what are you doing to make sure that Biafra comes? What are you doing? We need your support. We need us to organize yourself. Take those arms and guns and begin to kill those motherfuckers, because these are the people. If I do, what am I going to feed my family? Do you have a good hospital? If your son or your daughter is sick today and needs a very major amount of money in order to use to make him or her surgery or to send out to school, the politician will ask you, this is what you're going to do for me. The person that you supported to enter that particular seat, this is what you're going to do for me in order for you to have this kind of variety. You know, some sense, just keeping us in abject poverty, which is unacceptable. So the better you see the light in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this agitation, the better for you. The happiness that comes from the people. Just on a call, the whole Nigeria stands still. Even Peter Obi, eta ko ga-esi onene ka nke na-eme. Everybody stands still because of the agitation. So for you to know exactly what we're talking about, let's continue.
Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
All right, that's now the mood outside the Federal High Court right now as Kanu supporters come for the front of the court after.
As we are waiting patiently today, the 13th day of September 2022, on a live presentation and analysis concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for unconditional release, let me bring to you more updates on the sit-at-home today, the compliance of sit-at-home. The whole Biafra land is under lock and key. The whole Biafra land is under lock and key. We are not joking. We are not joking. So let us bring you more updates on these very fantastic compliance of sit-at-home. As you can see here, this is about 4 minutes ago. You can see it's about 4 minutes ago, and here is a update. Biafran Abakaliki in Ebonyi State. This is in Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State, Abakaliki. You also say now, the Eke Market Ezembo is totally locked down today, being 13th day of September 2022. In adherence to the sit-at-home order issued by the IPOB autopilot under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court appearance before court appeal. Because it is the autopilot that have the credit of what is going on. It is the autopilot IPOB. You know what I'm saying now? So I still encourage them to keep up to their word. Because if it is not because of what we are doing, they would have taken this every court day sit at home. They would have taken it. It is our work. It is our own. It is our work. So this is a very great news in Abakaleke, Eke Market. This Eke Market is one of those community where they are slaughtering our people. This place, this market, Eke Market, this is place where they are slaughtering our people. This is part of the community that the Fulani will come and alert the elders over there, the kings and their this and their tradition. And then you hear the tradition will tell the community, I beg, make una go, make una carry una back go. And I begin to ask questions in 2021. During the Ken Saro-Wiwa case, there are people, which is also our people, because they are Biafrans. They ran to the bush. But this time around, we don't have any forest. So these elders ask them to go to the bush or to run away. Where are they going to run? That is why we have Eastern Security Network. So it is a very, very wonderful one that today, for the sit-at-home order that was given by IPOB autopilot, supported by the DOS, what is happening today in Abakaleke? Look at it. Total lockdown. Total lockdown. Total lockdown. The market is total lockdown. Lock and key. Lock and key. Here again is a more update from Owerri. This is ever popular busy Wedra Road. This is the busiest area in Owerri, but as you can see, it's shut down today, the 13th September 2022. As Biafrans protest against the visit of the imposter Jubril Buhari to Imo State, Umuchukwu Writers Reporters. This is a credit to Umuchukwu Writers Reporters. As you can see, the ever busy area, but everywhere is under lock and key because today is a special day. Today is a special day. As you can see, you see that? Let's take it, JJ. Let's take it, JJ. While we're still waiting patiently to put our eyes on the ball to see if we can see any update, because this is what we are here to do. This is exactly what we are here to do. And that's still Mazi Odinkeman Kendele Mwachineke, second disciple of Onyen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, aka Afro Cronkite, reporting live from various platforms of mine today, the 13th day of September 2022. Now let us see if we have another update. Let us see. Now look at it. You see, they begin to attack them. Facebook is doing everything possible to suppress our praise, to avoid people seeing what is going on. So please try to share as you can. You see that? Facebook is doing everything humanly possible to suppress what is going on. It is not just about them. It is everybody, including myself. Including myself. If I tell you what they are doing right now, if I tell you what they are doing to stop, to remove, if they remove you, you can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube. Go there. You know, if they remove you from Facebook page, go to YouTube. If they remove you from YouTube, go to Ochaboto and this IPOB. I am streaming live on 8 platforms right now. I don't usually like to announce my platform because if I announce it, they will go and begin to do their. This is how I lost Idu Biafra TV /radio platform. that have over 40-something thousand followers. You know what I'm saying now? So if they remove you, go to YouTube. Mazi Odinkem and Kendelen watching in YouTube. You will see. This is a complaint. They are doing everything to suppress. Today, very special day. Only 5 comment. 23 share of this very. Now, here is another one. This is the current situation in Owerri, Imo State, in an interesting way to welcome an imposter and a murderer, Umuchukwu writer reporters. So this is it. This is it. The compliance of today's sit-at-home issued by IPOB Autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I still remember Mazi Odinkem Kendele Nwachineke, the second disciple of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, aka Afro-Cronkite. Now, let us go back to what we are doing, why we still put our eyes on the ball to give to you the very thing that you want. Also, when even Biafra, because Biafra, Biafra. Before a Mayfene, when Biafra Kahana sing. So when I put on Biafra, only open a dime Biafra, only open a dime Biafra. You understand saying that? Only open a dime Biafra. But I think I have an idea. Let me refresh us with this song. Let me refresh us with this song. So while we still wait on the update of what is going on, let me refresh us with this very song. Because Biafra must be restored.
Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. Show me love.
In the 2017, I woke up from my slumber to liberate me from slavery. Then I realized I pressed out about my freedom. Why? Is it because I am Igbo man? Or is it because I am a Biafra man? Prophecy, a prince from the east, rather from the west, upon the trigger of Africa. The sun rises, the sun sets, then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra. Africa, to the west, people from the west, Yoruba media pressured over my freedom. How? News allegedly. Yoruba media news allegedly. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody. I want to show me love.
Down to the masses, people are working up to send enough is enough. From the east down to the west, from the middle belt down to the north. Heavenly tax force, the unknown, has given out a warning to Nnamdi, to Nigerian police, to Nigerian army, all the security forces in Nigeria. Be warned. When the people are killed, nobody reporting it. When the innocent are jailed, nobody reporting it. What do we do? What do we say? That is why we look upon unknown to do the needful. Because people have to be free. People have to be safe. When you think about freedom, what do you have in mind? When you think about slavery, what do you have in mind? Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwotika Diama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. We see your life better. See your future brighter. See your land where everyone in it feels greater. Filled with the best of praise. Yeah, believe in love and understanding. Our eyes are up the hill. That's where our help comes from. To you alone, I love the rest of us. To you alone, I can hear our voice, and to you we raise our voice of supplication.
The unknown has sent a serious warning to every libertine living in Nigeria. According to unknown, it's time to end everything for peace to reign in Africa. The unknowns are beautiful angels of death. Just right, bring down not flies, but the giant enforcers of misery. If Mieti Allah terror henchmen and others including Boko Haram can be arrested free by Noye Kolonai Folanai Muhammad Buhari, then no single soul deserves to be in any prison in Nigeria. News allegedly, Yoruba media news allegedly.
Oh Lord, Chukwatika Diana, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwatika Diana, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our head is from above. You're the only one to show me love.
The prison break at the Nigeria Correctional Service of Were Custodial Center of Imo State. I pity those are brothers and sisters and the force of true Nigeria. The unknowns are beautiful angels of death. Just right, bring down not flies, but the giant enforcers of misery.
Oh Lord, Chukwatika Diana, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwatika Diana, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love.
Yeah, welcome back. We must continue.
Justice Binta Nyako adjourned the case till 21 October.
We are live and direct. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Free Biafra. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are live and direct here.
All right, let us bring Guna up to date on to what happened today. High Pop leader Nnamdi Kanu.
And then if you want to make a contribution on the reason why they have never brought our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the court, the number is on the screen that you can be able to call on WhatsApp only, +491628891513. But we are still waiting and hoping because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Definitely, he must be released.
In trial being the start today, Nigerian government arrested him on the 27th of June. You know they fled from where? For waiting in lawyers been talking to them. Extradited from Nigeria, and this one no deal legal. And they've been talk about whether they arrest him from Kenya. But Kenya say no, it's not be on their crowd. So what happened today? We say Nnamdi Kanu no go for court physically. Sake of that, the judge came.
And in support of what I talked about the people who have money to support what we are doing, and then here I have somebody who commented, Maggie P, said that we need intelligence. Let everyone be a soldier until no lesson. Here we again say that the Mazi, we need soldier and not money. Those who have money can fight you people. I don't understand. Because if you're writing this thing, please put it in a very try it in a correct English because but what she's trying to say, or he's trying to say, that we need soldier. We also need money. We need soldier. Those people, those police, those military, that you believe that Biafra is going to come, and you believe in Biafra agitation. You believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What do? We need you to form yourself. We need to be reporting. Just like one of the wonderful news that we saw, that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, please, nobody should call me direct call. I don't pick direct call. I don't pick direct call, please. Nobody should call me direct call. If you want to call me, just call on the WhatsApp. Call on the WhatsApp. So one of the wonderful news that we saw that Barrister Ifeanyi Senator Ifeanyi Uba. Senator Ifeanyi Uba. Yes, Senator Ifeanyi Uba. Ọ bụ na enwetara onye anwa bepụnye isi ọ ka dị magbuo onwe ya. Ịghọtago anyị gbara ndị merie. Anyị gbara ndị merie. So those police, those military, they can organize themselves to fight for their motherland. To fight for their motherland. Yes, of course. They can organize themselves and fight for their motherland. Let's continue.
She will still try to take in his absence. The lawyers come together to agree for 21 October and today for the next trial. I've never said before him being a charge on 11 count charges. But from what we hear from the lawyer, they don't reduce them to 3 with him will play later for October. If you missed any of this update, make you enter the website bbcpidgin.com where we've been there live since morning and read up to date on waiting lead to Nnamdi Kanu arrest, how it happened, and waiting to unfold so far. Enter bbcnewspidgin.com. Now there all the updates there.
Share to our people whatever they do. Share to Nigeria.
All right, that's
Nonsense country.
Somebody said that he's not hearing me. I don't understand. Am I not coming out? Is my voice not coming out? No voice?
Live for Federal High Court, Abuja, where Nnamdi Kanu trial supposed to happen today. You know, they physically present for court. Take of this, the judge where they sit down on top of the case, Justice Binta Jacob adjourned the case. Say she no fit try the case when in no day physically present. In being day, Nigerian government been charged with 11 count charges, treasonable felony, and other terrorist charges. But right now they say they don't drop 8 out of the charges from waiting the lawyer Barrister Ejiofor and Barrister Aloy Ejimako also confirmed. Give us.
I think I just confirmed now the voice is there. Like I said, this is not update today. This is not an update court hearing of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, the 13th September 2022. But a previous one that was an interview that was done on the 26th of July 2021, which later adjourned on the 21st of October 2021. You know what I'm saying now? And after this one, we are going to go to the next one while we still keep our eyes on the ball. While we still keep our eyes on the ball. So if you're joining thinking that this is an update, this is not a current update today, the 13th day of September 2022, but the previous one, because this is how we build our case to show to the world that the Zoo Nigerian government has no case against Biafra, has no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. all the unlawful abduction that they are abducting our people, it is all illegal. It is all illegal. Okay, somebody want to call, but I think it may be network. If you are calling, you just call and give your own contribution. So, like I said, all the illegal abduction, the kidnap, the arrest, which we have a complaint that people are being missing on daily basis in Biafra land. People are being missing every day on daily Biafra, in Biafra land. That is why I took my time today, the very special day, to take a permission from my working place in order to give it back to back. Because if any job and chimano I like, it can easy. So actually can call you off man. That is why we are here. So after this one, we move to the next court hearing, which was on the 21st of October 2021, while we still wait for the current update. Now, I still remember Mazi Odinkeman Kendele Mwachineke, the second disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, aka Afro Cronkite, reporting from various platforms. If they take you from Mazi Odinkeman Kendele Mwachineke Facebook, go to YouTube, or go to Twitter, or go to Ochaboto Endless IPUB, or go to other platforms that I can't even remember right now. But we are streaming live right now on 8 platforms to make sure that we give our people exactly what they want. Because as we are speaking right now, the Zoo Nigerian government are doing everything to suppress this very program. As we just got the report from Umuchuku writers, that they are doing everything to support, because they don't want to see. That is why we are following it bomber to bomber. We are following bomber to bomber. So let us continue while we give it to you as they come.
For interview we they do with us earlier for this video, if you miss them after the light, and you too feel go check them again from the interview, then follow us talking. The judge don't already drop 8 out of those charges. So 3 charges now in the against Nnamdi Kanu. You know, they clear why he no appear for court today, but from Toribo we dey hear up and now say they cite logistic reasons, but we know they sure. And the lawyers also say they know they sure if that now. They may also suggest may them transfer Nnamdi Kanu to correctional center. So then they worry about his safety. But this now what the judge no agree to. But she agreed when they complain about say then deny them access to their client. But she said then go figure access to her. It's not just the background of what don't happen today. Right now the supporters they outside the court where they can gather to sing, song.
We have a caller.
I'm calling from Chukwe.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay.
We can hear you.
I'm Apam Tuchuku from Chukwe Mesoya unit.
Chelu, my brother. Hold on, because when you wait, Chelu. If anybody who is calling, don't mention your name or your location.
Okay.
We'll continue, my brother. 3 minutes.
Okay. Okay. And we are calling from Chukwe Mesoya unit. Abom again.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Give us a contribution.
Based on the... Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. We want to know if the place you show at Mbo, is it a Kembo or Kwambo?
A Kembo. Okay. Hold on. But go on, let me find it. Go on.
Okay.
Why are you asking?
Like here in Chukwe Mesoya, we need our active members, because as we are seeing, the seat at home is not properly kept here.
Okay. Hold on. Chelu, you can call me later after this program. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you can call me. Just write me a message, respond to this very topic that you just raised now. Then welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Okay. Okay. So, my people, if you call, once you call, you don't need to mention your name. You don't need to mention your name. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
I can hear
Yes,
you.
good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Henry. Calling from Biafra land. I have a question to ask you.
You want to ask question, you want to contribute on what we are talking about. We are talking about our court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
I want to ask you a question.
I cannot. I want a contribution regarding to what is going on, not to ask me a question. This is a specific program concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay?
Okay, no problem. I will call you back about that.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you call in to give a contribution regarding to what is going on, the reason why our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not come out, what is your analysis? This is exactly what we want to be hearing. Why we keep our eyes on the ball. Why we keep our eyes on the ball. Okay, the person that just asked a question, look at it here. I just pulled it out. Look at it. In Abakaleke, the largest market. Oh, this is another update. This one is another update. Okay, let us take this call. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. 3 minutes. Give your contribution and don't mention your name.
Okay, sir.
I can't hear you. I'm not if you know. No. I cannot hear you. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Do not mention your name or your location if you are calling from Biafra land. Take your 3 minutes and give us contribution.
Okay, sir. From Kalowala, if he does, you should remain there. Make him not go back because the man do not do anything for anybody. The man do not kill. The man do not do anything. So if the man comes to court, let the man not go back again. Finish. Or they release the man, or everybody will remain in that court.
Okay, that is your what they thought be say. If they don't leave Mazi Nnamdi, they can make our everybody start protest because you don't do anything.
Yeah, everybody remain in that court. Both the policeman, both the judge, both the lawyer, everybody remain in that court. Nobody should go anywhere. Everybody remain there.
Thank you very much.
If you then try to bring it today, everybody should remain there. If you don't know how to do that, because the man do not do anything for anybody.
You're right.
Everybody starts protesting.
You're right.
Yeah.
Thank
because I'm not there. Because if I'm there now, right now in Abuja, I'm not going to agree anybody should go anywhere. Both the lawyer, both the judge, both the policeman, everybody will remain in that court. Nobody should go anywhere. But it's better to them after them bring their out from that place, make them release them.
Then we say you don't say make our people know they fear. to protest because now they are right.
We cannot fear charity. We don't already dead. We don't die already. No, everybody should remain in that court. Nobody should go anywhere. Both the lawyer, both the prosecutor, both the policemen, both the army, everybody should remain in that court. Nobody should go anywhere. Everybody should remain there.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Give your contribution. Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma nwa Chineke.
Ụtụtụ ọma. Ụtụtụ ọma. 3 minutes.
My contribution is that I love what is happening today, and I believe that God will surely answer our prayer.
You see?
But I want to understand if our leader has been in the court.
No, no. The update that we are having right now, he has not been there. Everybody, all the legal team, all of them are present there. They have gathered over there. You understand? Waiting patiently. That is the last report, and are still keeping their eyes on the ball to bring any live updates. That is why we're using the previous interview to show to our people that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing wrong. So your answer is this: our leader have not come to court. We are still waiting.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
I believe that God is going to do something marvelous today.
Yeah.
Whether they like it or not, heaven must do something today, and we all believe it. And God have answered our prayer through Christ Jesus.
You see.
God bless you, brother.
Bless you too. Bless you too. I can see that you're enjoying your seat at home. Welcome to the program. No name, no location. Just you can give us update from your location that the seat at home is going on, and then give us your contribution. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. No name, no location. Just give us update on your area, your location about updates, and then give us a contribution concerning the awaiting call and awaiting court hearing and the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today.
Yeah. My contribution goes to all the indigenous men that are struggling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I am saying that we have stayed more longer than more. We have said so much in Nigeria. Nigeria made by Lord Lugard. Nigeria did not made by any man. They did not call us as indigenous people. They share us Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. They say it's not working. I think they wanted to kill Pitodi when he was arriving in Abuja airport. What does it show us? What does it show every Biafran? What does it show us now?
It shows that Nigeria is not for you. It's not for them. It shows that Nigeria is not for them, but Biafra.
It's not for us at all. It's not for us. Anybody that are doing anything that is doing it, you are on your own. They have already said it that we are on our own. They took the country as their own personal property. It's their father's property.
Exactly.
It does not belong to anybody. And they want to Islamize the country. Exactly. So what's the essence of we wearing our clothes that we are wearing on our body? Let us go. Nnamdi Kanu has made it all. Mazi has made it all. And no going back. Because the suffering that he's suffering now is not for one person. He's suffering even for Africa entirely. Because the thing is affecting Nigeria is affecting Africa today. Nigeria is really, really affecting Africa. So please, anybody that is fighting for this should bring up all his heart like Mazi Nnamdi is dying for millions of people, billions of people now. Please, I am begging for all Biafrans to wake up from their slumber now. Those that are in the government house that are I think Winkeda is back. Amechi is back. They push them to tell them that they are not among them. All of them, everybody, they are on their own. So today, tell me what they get. Tell me what they get in Nigeria. They push all of them out to tell them and confront their brother because they are the ones that they need. Please, you people should well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Have courage.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
What is your situation about the compliance of sit-at-home in your area? Don't mention the area, but just tell us what is the compliance of sit-at-home in your area, but don't mention the name.
Anyway, in this, the backup area, they are not following so serious like that. Everything here now, no matter that but everything is stagnant anyway, because everywhere is stagnant. Already Nigeria is stagnant. Already now, Nigeria is stagnant automatically. Because the way things are happening, if you go to fuel line, now everybody are on the fuel line. Fuel line, we are on fuel line. If you see fuel line today, you will cry in Nigeria. People that are producing fuel, they are online now, fighting for 250 naira per liter or 400 naira per liter. Some people are buying black market now. I started buying black market 500 naira. That's the place we see ourselves. The oil that is coming in our backyard, we find it difficult to use it.
All right, thank you very much.
God will see them through.
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Let us separate.
You see?
I beg.
You see? As we are waiting patiently on the case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu non-conditional release, also bringing to you the previous interview conducted by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the rest of the legal team, which we heard there that the next court case is on the October 21st of October 2021. Like I said, after this one right now, we are going to go there. And as you can hear what our brother said, he said that Nigeria is not for you, it is not for me, but Biafra. That the suffering of MNK is not just for Nigeria, people living in Nigeria, but for Africa at large. Because the suffering that the Zoo Nigeria is suffering today is affecting the whole Africa. Meaning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering for everybody. That anybody who is talking about one Nigeria, that person is nothing but a babu. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the program. No name, just give us your contribution. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Ana m ekele Chukwu okike abịama na mgbali unu niile na mgbali na nwere onwe anyị mara na taa bụ ikpe onye ndu anyị na ndị obodo abụ obodo ụmụ anụmanụ achịkọtara anyị Chineke anyị nọrọ. So anyị mara na Chukwu okike abịama ga-eme ka ikpe kwụrụ ọtọ kwụrụ today ka nwere onwe onye ndu anyị wee pụta ihe site na nwere onwe ya ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Ka m na-ekpe ekpere a na-asị Chukwu okike abịama tinye aka ka ọrụ aga nke ọma taa, ka ikpe aga nke ọma, ka o si ebe a wee pụta nwere onwe ya wee kpọpụtazie anyị na-abụ ekere anyị n'aha Chukwu okike abịama. Ka m na-ekpe ekpere a ise. Ihe ọzọ m na-ekwukwa okwu ya bụ ezigo m ozi dị anya, mana amabeghị m na onye ndu anyị bụ nwanne anyị nwoke bụ mere ka ozi a ruo ndị ọzọ ntị.
Chelu biko, ozi na chi izi na efere mba ụwa kịta na ọ ife ndị mmadụ kwesịrị ịnụ ka ọ bụrụ ife ndị mmadụ kwesịrị ịnụ.
Yes.
Ịghọta ife njụlụ bụ
ihe ndị mmadụ kwesịrị ya. onye ndị mmadụ kwesịrị ịnụ. So ozi a maka nwanne anyị nwoke na-apụta maka ịchị obodo anụ a Peter.
Okay.
O nwere m chọrọ ka m mepee ya anya then ka ndị ọzọ ghọta ebe anyị na-eche. Ọ bụrụ na ya zọta ihe a chi obodo afọ anọ chịkwasịkwa afọ anọ ọzọ, onye ka ọ ga-enyedo ọchịchị a? O wee enyekwe ndị na-akpagbu anyị n'aka, ndị doro anyị n'ọnọdụ ọjọọ n'aka, ha bidokwa ebe a kwụsịrị. So ekwuru m okwu na ọ ga-aka mma na anyị bido n'ụtụtụ chụnwa ewu ojii mgbe chi na-echichibe, nke pụta na ka anyị chụwa na ihe anyị chụga ha hapụ ọchịchị a, ka ọ hapụ ọchịchị maka o mechakwa na ọ ga-enyekwa ha ọchịchị n'aka, ebibikwe ihe na ọ kwara abịakwe n'isi gbakwa hụ nwa ọzọ. So ka ndị mmadụ ghọta ihe a, ka a hapụ ịga chụwa ebe a, ka anyị chụwa nke anyị na-achụ bụ nwere onwe a, ka anyị nwetagodo onwe anyị. O nwere ihe ọzọ ọ ga-achị, enwe ihe ọzọ oche na ọ ga-arụ, ya arụghara anyị ebe ahụ, ya esoro anyị ka anyị ji ofu obi rụọ ihe a. So ya ka ozi ya m na-ezi, maka na ọzọta ihe a ewerekwa ihe a ọchịchị ya akwa satọ gasị a ga-enyekwa onye obodo a n'aka, ndị obodo anọ ha ebidokwe n'isi ebe ha kwụsịrị, kpagbuekwa anyị ọzọ, abidokwa afụfụ n'isi. Ya ka m na-ekwu, so ọ ka mma na anyị chụwara nke anyị na-achụ bụ ịzụta nwere onwe a. Anyị nwere onwe anyị, onwe ihe ọ ga-ahụ ya dị arụghara anyị ya ebe ahụ. Ya nwere ozi m na-ezi ka ndị ọzọ soro m ghọta ya otu ahụ. Ya nwere ozi m na-ezi, Chukwu gozie unu, Chukwu gozie unu, gozie mbụ unu na-agba, gozie mbụ nwere onwe a, ka ọ pụta ihe n'aha onye nwe anyị Chineke. Ise. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okwu ndụmọdụ ka ọ na-enye mmadụ dịka Peter Obi. Ọ na-akọwa ọbara ma ọ na-akọwa ife niile a nwanne m nwoke kwugoro fa macha ha ncha. Ị ga-eche gị ihe mere na 1983 ka Buhari wee bata wee jide all the economic niile wee mee gịnị, wee kwa ha ncha niile baa ụba nsa, kwa fa ncha niile tọọtọ, ọ kụrụ fa ncha niile baa ụba nsa, nke bụ na the economy enweghị mekwatalism. The same thing bụ ife mekwa na 2015. Amamida na-ekwu na ebele Jonathan batalụ ka o dozie, Buhari batakwa wee kụkwa ife niile baa ụba nsa, kwa fa ncha niile tọọtọ. That is ebe anyị nọ kịta anụwa. The only thing bụ ihe anụnwa nwanne m nwoke kwuru, ka anyị ncha nne fesie Biafra. Nigeria abụrụ nke anyị. Afụfụ Nigeria na-ata today nọ na-emetụta Africa. Afụfụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-ata today na-emetụta Africa. So meaning that Nigeria represent ndị ọjọọ na Africa. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represent ndị ọma na Africa? Ị ga-akwụnyelu ndị ọjọọ ka ị ga-akwụnyelu ndị ọma? Ọ ife nwanne anyị nwoke n'ebe anụ na-ekwu. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Hello? Okay. Welcome to the program, Machineke.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Don't mention your name, just give us your contribution.
Okay. This is your friend. I'm on my program.
Okay.
So how is everything?
We thank God. Today I just decided to stay at home to make sure that I report back to back what is going on today. Give us your contribution, watching it.
Okay. I don't have much to say. Just want to confirm whether it's Mazi is somebody appearing in the court. Because I'm still watching to know if I was seeing the state and court. I'm not seeing. Yeah,
we are still waiting. We are still waiting. Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution. And I will not take much calls again. Please, let us continue watching the very program that we are watching, while I also keep busy on the background to bring more updates on what is going on.
Live update from Federal High Court. Headquarters for Abuja. And some of the supporters will showcase for the court.
So we are going to go to the next one. Just take 2 minutes and make your contribution because we've been calling since. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Take 1 minute and make your contribution.
Hello?
Or 2 minutes.
Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Nigeria.
You're calling from Nigeria? Are you a one Nigeria?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you a one Nigeria?
Yeah. No. I'm a Biafra.
So okay.
I'm a son of the sun. I'm a Biafra.
All right, make a contribution.
What I'm saying. So I appreciate effort. I appreciate your efforts. God will bless you immensely. And I will still call you on an ordinary time I have a lot to discuss with you. So may God bless you so much. And may your heart desire and ours be granted. And the desire of Mazi and they can let it be granted in Jesus' name.
You see?
So what I want to say is this. So B2B was attacked on his airport. So, and my question to him is, what is his message? What did he learn? Did he see Nigeria as being his own? Or has he learned his lesson? That's my question. So I just walk out to encourage you to ask this question, and at the same time, to encourage you for your effort that you're putting in place. And I know that God will really bless you. And when Biafra finally comes, you are going to be you are going to reap your reward, and the honey in the land of Biafra will be your lot.
You say, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. We are still live and direct. Thank you. We are still live and direct to bring update what is going on. So I will, oh my goodness. We don't want to take much of a course. I just want to continue this one so that I will focus on the very thing that we're doing. It is not my program. It is about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Shalom, Martinez.
Shalom. Welcome. Ganiru, take your 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Ganiru.
One of our brethren, let's say 2-3 calls ago now, made a man.
Agencies from Zambia and the rest out here. Are we at war? That is the question you need to answer.
So what will you do? What will you do to your case now?
Which case?
The one you came for.
I was told that it's only one court city. And I was just told here.
You are not informed.
From the chief judge of DSS.
Is there anyone like that?
They told me there at the gate.
That
the chief judge of DSS that only one court city. When I called the register of the person, they are not aware. And if the chief judge who see only one court city and first to allow me to enter, when I go home, I never chop. I want to chop now.
What do you want to chop?
Carry.
This is thousands of people like that come to represent the IPOB, the Mazi. They are restricted access to to the courthouse.
Focus on more of this. So the next program that we are watching here is the next court case in 2021, which was on the 21st of October 2020. The previous one that we just watched is one of 26th of July 2021. We heard the reporters from the BBC said that the next court adjournment is on the 21st of October 2021. So while we stay tuned to still listen to what transpired at that time, while we are still waiting for this one. So it's all confirmed with our brothers and sisters. It is not for you. Now, one of our brothers asked are you still willing to die for Nigeria? Or you're willing to die? That is a
this is all my own office. The court is a court of justice and it's open for everybody. For this to say somebody cannot approach the court is an illegality, it's a crime against Nigerian state. What they are doing here is a crime against Nigerian state. They are trying to turn Nigeria to a banana republic. I don't know what they are trying to do. It's to be received. They claim that somebody is being brought to court. We don't know the person. Just because of one person, you will shut down the federal high court.
Is it the president of Nigeria is coming to court?
You don't know who is coming to court, but for us, what the judge is 2 years today is a criminal act.
You have a case in court.
Stopping for Nigeria.
There are some other cases.
You have a case in court today?
For the Nigerian state itself.
You have a case in court today.
We are going to approach the court for this. I'm going to, yes, I don't be assaulted. I don't be assaulted. My name is Tosi Ojaomo. I'm going to court now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And then listen to the program. Did you see what happened? This was the next course adjournment too, but people are not allowed to go in. As of 2021, for you to see that Nigeria is not for you, Mazi Nnamdi can represent the whole of Africa that is suffering, not just the people in the contraption called Nigeria. Not just the people in the contraption called Nigeria, but the whole of Africa. Why Nigeria represent the whole of Africa in bribery and corruption? It's as simple as that. As they are going about abducting people, killing people, kidnapping people, people are missing here and there. So also, Mazi Nnamdi is there for our suffering. The rich politicians, because there are poor when they go, when they rich. But all of them are the same. The politicians are doing everything to get to the next level, to keep us under. Why Mazi Nnamdi is there suffering for us? Is only freedom. Only force. Ibo army, Ibo police, Ibo navy. Money ebo nwafo Ibo, and they money ife anua because ojo open afugo ife niile. Everybody have seen it. Organize yourself. Organize yourself. Begin to fight those people who are robbing your future. Onye jidele wanya toto. Onye jidele eto anua e wanya toto. E wanya toto. Bafa toto. After us no unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Then the next case adjournment to after the 26th. If you see the previous one We watch. You see the BBC reporter at the next court adjournment is on the 21st of October 2021. This is it, the 21st of October 2021, and we are still here. We are still here. Let us hear.
And we have the security agencies from Zambia, police, and the rest out here. But what?
Are we at war?
That is the question you need to answer.
What will you do? What will you do to your case now?
Which case?
The one you came for.
I was told that it's only one court city.
Only one
and I was just told here.
You are not informed. Is there anyone like that?
They told me there at the gate.
That
the chief judge of DSA said only one court city. When I called the register of the and if the chief judge who say only one court city and fails to allow me to enter, once I go home, I never chop. I won't go chop now.
What do you want chop today?
They are attacking us. They are attacking us. Let us take our time to refresh. I refresh, yeah. They are attacking us, and I attack. They don't want us to give out this very message. So let us be playing this our beautiful song. If you want to get this song, you can go to Odinkema Official so that you can get other of my songs. Odinkema Official on YouTube. Go there, you will see it. Even in Ochaboto and this IPOB, you're going to see it. Go to Mazi Odinkema and Kendele Mwachineke. You're also going to see it. And other music that I've already released, and more is coming. So let us take our time to refresh.
Oh Lord, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. So show me love.
In the 2017, I woke up from my slumber to liberate me from slavery. Then I realized I pressed out over my freedom. Why? Is it because I am Igbo man? Or is it because I am a Biafra man? Prophecy. Prince from the east, rather from the west, upon the trigger of Africa. The sun rises, the sun sets, then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra. Africa, to the west, people from the west, Europe.
Update that we are having, update from the Court of Appeal of Abuja. He said the prosecutor has dropped one of the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Mike Eze Kome urged the court to strike out the remaining charges, citing lack of credibility. So stay tuned as we bring you up to date, that back to back on this. This is the updates right now that we are having. That the prosecutor have dropped one of the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Mike Eze Kome urged the court to strike out the remaining charges, citing lack of credibility. We must continue. I know that they are attacking us right now, but let me see, try to refresh. Let me refresh.
Over media, pressure over my freedom. How? News allegedly. Yoruba media news allegedly. Oh Lord.
So I hope our people hear what I said. Update from Court of Appeal in Abuja. The prosecutor has dropped one of the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Mike Eze Kome urged the court to strike out the remaining charges, citing lack of credibility. Stay tuned as we give you up to date, back to back, as it's coming.
This is thousands of lawyers that come to represent the IPOB, the Mazi. As you can see, they are restricted.
Shouldn't be the practice in Nigeria. Shouldn't be the practice.
Wow, they are fighting. They are fighting. What you do is yes. Don't be there to point to this is the preventive lawyers. The crime against the stop lawyers to this is the DSS that also have the power to dedicate the country. I cannot approach the office the way I like. This is all my own office. The court is a court of justice and it's open for all.
I hope we can see the frustration of the people. It is because of this very thing that we are doing that you can see that there is an improvement. As we just have the update that the prosecutor have dropped one of the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as Mike Ezekome urged the court to strike out the remaining charges, citing lack of credibility. Lack of credibility. I'm going to open line for us to give, make a contribution concerning this update, and then put more hope, because we expect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released unconditionally because he has committed no crime known to any man. Today is the 13th day of September 2022, and let us not forget that today is our Twitter day, so that as you are picking up from this point, creating Twitter so that you can be able to go round the corner, so that the next time when we come, the next Monday when we come to talk about the happenings in the Twitter, we can pick it up. And also, if you can also go to my platform, to the recent post that I made yesterday concerning IPOB Autopilot Twitter Tuesday, to drop your Twitter handle so that we can, from there, advertising your platform. That is number one. While you are doing the work of Onyendu Asos today, remember, today is a Twitter day, Twitter Tuesday, that Onyendu say that everyone must be tweeting today. Tweet and retweet, tweet and retweet. So if you go to my previous platform, previous advertisement that I made concerning the program, drop your Twitter handle. Drop your Twitter handle. My job is to pick it from there, go to the tweet that you created yourself or the one that you retweeted to give it more light, and also advise people to follow you. So as your audience and followers is growing, while you are doing the job by creating. So the more you create and retweet, the more you're growing up. For those of you who want to benefit financially in all this social media, this is an opportunity for you. All you have to do is to serve Biafra. aka Afro Cronkite, the second disciple of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, reporting live today, the 13th day of September 2022. And like I said, I have to take excuse from my working place because today is one of the special days to make sure that I give it back to back today, just the way it is. And this very program that we are watching right now is the frustration. As you can see, the frustration that is coming out from the team of lawyers. Frustrated, you can see armies everywhere. And somebody was asking before if we are fighting war. This was on Twitter on the Twitter 2021. It was also now. Now, in this 2022, we are here again Like I said, we just got an update that the prosecutor had dropped one of the charges against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as the Mike Ezekome urged the court to strike out the remaining charges, citing that it has no credibility. Because once you watch from the beginning and to the end, to the state that we're in right now, see, Nigeria had no case against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The extradition, there was no proceedings in order to back it up to extradite our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. When you go back to after the arrest in the 14th of October 2014 in the airport by the Nigerian government against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which later on the 27th of April 2017 he was granted bail, and then they wanted to bribe him. He refused. Then what happened? On the 14th of September 2017, the Zoo Nigerian government sent their military to come and to kill our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that is to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represent the African, the poor people, people who are yielding for freedom, even those who are still hiding on their bed to be afraid to speak about Biafra, just like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is time for them. Why Nigeria and these caliphate, these politicians, these greedy motherfuckers, what they represent is the rest of Africans who want to keep on looting you, robbing your future. You also say now, making sure that you remain in abject poverty, making sure that once you wake up in the morning, you'll be thinking, how do I survive today? How can I send my son to school? How can I pay these school fees? How can I feed my family? What about the man that promised me work? Maybe he will give it to another person. The freedom is in your hands. The freedom is in your hands. All you have to do is to do what? Support the movement. If you are capable to fight as a soldier, you organize one by yourself. You also say now, you organize one yourself. If you're a military, if you're a police force, if you're a military, Nigerian military ex-force, or a navy or whatever, but you know that the condition that you are in right now, you also say now that you are not finding it pleasant. What do you have to do? Talk to your fellow comrades. Those weapons that they're using, they send it, give you that weapon to go and be abducting, killing innocent people. Use it against them. Demand for your freedom. Europeans can never give up this freedom. It is not possible. They can never ever give up. I'm going to show you a video right now for you to know that Nigeria is designed, Africa is designed for us to be in abject poverty. I'm going to show you a video. One of the professors saying that Africa is designed to be in abject poverty. Let's continue while we bring the back to back the way it is.
For this to say somebody cannot approach the court is an illegality, is a crime against the Nigerian state. What is the objective, sir? What they have just done here is a crime against the Nigerian state. They are trying to turn Nigeria to a banana republic. I don't know what they are trying to do. What's their reason, sir? They said they claim what is being brought to court. We don't know the person. Just because of one person, you will shut down the federal high court. Is it the president of Nigeria is coming to court? We don't know who is coming to court, but for us, what the JJ is doing here today is a criminal act. You have a case in court today. For Nigeria, there are some other cases. You have a case in court today? The person for the Nigerian state itself. You have a case in court today? It will be taken not just the NBA. We are going to approach the court for this. I'm going to, yes, I'm going to be assaulted. I'm not be assaulted, but I'm ready to be arrested today. Like your name? My name is Tosi.
Let us switch in immediately to bring a live interview right now. Let us give you a live interview right now. Oh no, oh no. Network is disturbing them. Let us take it back. This is just 1 minute. They are disturbing the people. We're going to get a very few video. We're going to get a very few video. They are disturbing them. Okay, let us continue because we are going to get something. We must get something. Oh, if I baby, we are going to get something. We are going to get something. Also for Sorofa, I can with an leave actually. So let's continue with this one where I go and make some research.
I'm going to court now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Capture him, capture him. You can see the DSS, they are harassing people. They don't want to allow lawyers access to the court. This is impunity. This is impunity.
I said I'm a regular. Please, I'm a regular in this court. I've gone to check on my own treason case. It has not been assigned to a judge for a long time. So I'm checking with the registry to see why that assignment has not been done, or if it has been done, to make sure that I prepare for my own trial. But secondly, as a member of the public, an activist, an agitator myself, I'm aware of a high-profile case today here in this court, the trial of my friend, Nnamdi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The courtroom is incomplete except the public observes proceedings in court. Yes. And if it's a secret trial, the public must be informed that it is a secret trial. You cannot have a secret trial in a public courtroom. Yes. So I want to sit right in front of the judge in the gallery to observe what is happening in the court of justice. Yes. Because they have assured us, even in their own limited tolerance, that Kanu will get justice in this courtroom. We want to observe it. So, and he's my friend, as you guys are aware. And I've said it repeatedly. It's not a crime to ask for self-determination. Yes. If you get involved in a bad marriage, you seek counseling. Counseling don't work, you can ask for divorce. Yes. And before divorce, you can go for separation first. So there's nothing wrong with that. Nigeria is no longer working for a lot of people. It has never worked as a country. I mean, it has worked as a country, but not as a nation. But for us to make it work as a nation, we must listen to everybody who is called in Nigeria. You can't force people to be Nigerians if they don't have the dignity of being called Nigerians. So anybody that's asking questions about the nationhood of Nigeria, you can't just cram them into detention. And when you release them on bail, you go to their houses and kill them. And when they run away from the country, you go and abduct them back into the country. And
okay, I'm sorry. I have to pause it there. I just have about 2 minutes video. I think the way I'm saying things right now, they have finished the court because the current video that we just saw right now is one that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and some of the other teams, they are outside. So, but we still keep eyes on the ball to get a very concisive interview so that we can bring it. Let's just show you this very video so that you can be able to see what we have. So you can be able to see what we have. I think if you ask me what I'm seeing here, they are depriving Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the rest of the team not to have interview. This is exactly what I'm saying here. Not to tell the public what is going on. This is exactly what I'm saying here.
Okay, it's connected. It's connected now.
You can see, I want you to see the reaction of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor as a kind of,
okay, it's connected.
Why
It's
are you
connected
blocking
now.
me now? You see, this is the reaction of Barrister. Why are you blocking me now? And I want you to see there is another man. I think this one with a spare tire. This one with a spare tire. You can see his eye. They are deprived not to give people interview to tell the world what happened. You see the atmosphere, intimidation. Intimidation.
I wanted to give you a house woman, you run away from Sokoto. I don't marry to last month. He has shown us for them. Just telling that all I want.
As you can see now, let me give you a short interview, just a short interview, about 40-something minutes. 40-something seconds, I beg your pardon, while we're still looking for other places where we can get what we can be able to give to Our people. But the previous one that we saw, you can see as an intimidation, they depriving them not to have that interview. This is what I can tell. So this is just the short video that I'm talking about. It is just a short one. So let us just take a look a bit at it.
And the right, and each of I get a money because he treats a mother of my anybody. I actually take nonsense from anybody. You want to see one of the same
So can you the next step forward now?
Date for judgment. And I know
Thank you so much.
You hear what they said? That they are waiting for the date for judgment. They are waiting for the date. They are waiting for the date for judgment. And Ogabia. All right. While we are still waiting to give you more updates on what is going on, then at the same time, let us continue where we stopped from the previous one, because our people really need to understand. From visiting most of the past interview that was done by our legal team, it is also going to help us in order to build our case the more, or to go more stronger. I want to tell you now. So let us go back and then continue there while we still wait for more updates to come. Now, let us go there.
Extraordinarily rendition them and bring them into court. You know, and you say that people cannot talk, people cannot come to court. And when we come to court, you bring your hooded men in uniform to be harassing people. And we told them, the DSS, the police, and all of them that are security agencies today, they are working at the mercy of the so-called Nigerian people. When we say we want to enter somewhere, their duty is to follow us. Yesterday, I was out here to protest on NSA's anniversary. They stopped us here in front of the courtroom as well. They didn't allow us to go to the National Assembly. We told them clearly, you have no right to do that, because we are the owners of all these structures and institutions you find here. So, and we must keep emphasizing that it's not acceptable to keep behaving this way as far as our security is concerned. In fact, the security agencies have nothing, or should have nothing to do preventing people from entering the courtroom. They can protect the premises of the courtroom if they feel there are credible threats. But I have not seen anybody here who is threatening the peace of this court.
Except one question, sir. Have they stopped you from going to the court today? Have they stopped you, or you expected they are going
They said they are going to check at a list.
Okay.
I don't expect my name to be on any special list. I am a member of the public. And when you hear that people are being tried in court, it's always listed one person and others. I'm usually part of the others that is perpetually sued for all kinds of. I have over 10 lawsuits in this courtroom. Civil lawsuits, criminal lawsuits. I have lawsuits that are filed against the government. So I have even a right to come and be checking on the progress of my cases. So why should anybody prevent me or say that my name must be on a special list? My name is on at least 10 special lists in this courtroom. If you can't find it in the courtroom, my name is on the security watch list in the country.
So your movement is restricted.
So I'm here in Abuja. I have a duty to attend to why you restricted me to Abuja for 2 years. So let's pay attention to what maybe they have found.
I see you addressed in Igbo gap today. Any reason for that?
This is an African gap. It's a combination of everything.
Thank you. They brought us to this Showere. As you
can see. Okay. As we are waiting for the next date court hearing, There was something I was talking about before when I say that Mazi Nnamdi can represent the Africans that are suffering. Why Nigeria and its politicians represent these very contraption. You know what I'm saying now? They represent this very contraption called Nigeria. Now, that is a proof to show you what these people have for us. You know what I'm saying now? That is a proof to show you what these people have for us. I'm going to show you the video now. I hope my voice is coming out now. I hope my voice is coming out. As we wait for the date for the judgment, there was something I was talking about before when I said that Mazi Nnamdi can represent the Africans who are suffering. Why Nigeria and its politicians represent the corruption, inadequate education, no food, no drinking water. That Africa is designed, systematically designed for our people to remain in abject poverty. That is a video. And those who are in America or in London can testify to this. This video has been with me for like 2 years now. I'm going to show you for you to see that the only thing that they want us is to see us suffering on a daily basis. They don't have any other interest. They don't have any interest on us that for us to rise to their level. What they want is this, for us to remain in abject poverty. Let me show you that video. Just give me a moment. Let me bring it out so that you can be able to see exactly what we are talking about. I want you to watch this video so that you see what we are talking about. Listen. Listen.
We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about it.
They are not going to allow sub-Saharan in Africa to escape this very condition that we are. It is for their own benefit that we remain in abject poverty.
That. Okay, and this means all the economic structures.
All the economic structures.
All the global institutions.
All the global institutions.
And the economics we teach everyone is.
And the economics that they teach everyone. That is why when Onyendu said that, if you go school in Nigeria, Babu is better than you. That is where the name of intellectual came about. Let's continue.
All designed to keep Africa exactly where it is.
All of these things were designed to keep Africa where it is, whether it is Europe or America or China now exploiting from Africa. It's all the same.
Whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished.
They need Africa to be impoverished. I don't know if my voice is coming out because people are complaining. They need Africa to be in abject poverty. This is not me talking, though. So your freedom is in your hands. This is going to all of these military, police, and etc., etc. You have seen the truth. Organize yourself. Who are the people working for these people? We're going to finish the video. Everything was designed to keep Africa where it is. So your freedom is in your hands. Nothing like one Nigeria. There is no Nigeria. There is nobody that is going to come to put Nigeria, because they are not going to allow you, in other words, to exploit and to bring about those beautiful ideas that you have in your head. Ask yourself, during the time of Sowore in 2019, why didn't they allow Sowore to even have a debate? That is a question. A common debate, to presidential debate. His name was not listed. Upon that, they are taking him from court to court, court to court, court to court, court to court. He has something to give to Nigerians, but the system is where the problem is. Nnamdi has talked about this. He has taught us about this, that Africa is designed to keep us in abject poverty. Now, this is a proof. If you have not seen the video, I'm going to, after we finish it, while we're waiting for the update, I'm going to play without interruption so that I can see it. Today is a very special day, like I said yesterday.
Because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so
they need our raw materials and they need it very, very cheap. That is why they will take this, they will take that out of it. They will export it to the United Kingdom, return back only one out of so many, both kerosene, gas, and the rest of them you're going to get from it. And yet they are going to sell it to us at a very high rate. It is all designed systematically. You can know who be you. Ask yourself during the time of when Anambra Bonkanye, Anamberian, Bonkanye, help us to make Anamberian so beautiful. When he was yapping and talking about using IPOB agitation in order to promote his political ambition, before he became the governor of Anambra State, IPOB is an ideology. You cannot kill ideology with guns and bullets. Negotiate, negotiate. Now, you don't negotiate. You see the negotiation that are negotiating? Because the system, no matter what you have, even this one that they call P2B that they nearly killed just the other day, if they kill you, I would have that idiot. Even in Kanu, Omuchanye to Anna, also mathematics, or Wagu GDP, Kagwagu GDP, Kagwagon. Bulia Batay and Nefala nature, you cannot. Their masters are there. The only way is to disintegrate Nigeria. That is why we're still here today. That is why we're still here today. Listen, I want you to, those one Nigerians, after playing this, I am going to play it uninterrupted. Let them cut this part. You know what I'm saying now? Let them listen to it very well.
That's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do.
It doesn't mean to say that there is nothing Africans can do to change the situation. Even with their systematically designed to put us in abject poverty. It doesn't mean to say that there is nothing Africans cannot do to stop it. Is that not what Mazi Nnamdi is doing? When he was first abducted or arrested on 2014. I mean 2014. Then later was granted a bail, 27th of July 2017. Bribe him with these promises, with this, they use this system to go and bribe him. Go and bribe him, just like Gowon said, that he had been, you know, that he will use money to bribe an Igbo man, which is a fulefus. Because at that time, there's no efulefu. Much. There was not much efulefu to compare right now. Now they are using money to bribe him. They want to bribe Nnamdi. He said no. Now they want to kill him. If you don't agree, that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. And he must be released. Biafra must be restored because Biafra is the last miracle on this planet of Earth. You know what I'm saying now? So let them watch those one Nigerianists. Let them watch.
Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall.
Did you see that? Are you now begin to connect those one Nigerianists? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told the world that give us 5 years after the independence, if we don't come to the standard of the world living, we go back to Zoo Nigeria. Did you see that? This is a confirmation from Oyibo. Now, when Africa made something, if Africa does something, that the living standard of Asia, Americans, Europe, it is going to fall while our own rise. So we need to rise and do what? Take the freedom from this parasite.
Okay, and that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight.
Did you see that? Did you see that? So you that is there sabotaging yourself, thinking that you're sabotaging, you cannot stop the coming of Biafra.
Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well. To start, this is what it's basically about, so you know what it's about. But I want to just show you the extent to which Africa is specializing in the production of raw materials and basic agricultural goods. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. I will not discuss that very much because my colleague speaker is going to go into some aspects of this. But I do want to discuss the global economic structures, the global financial institutions, and economic ideology, briefly, to give you a flavor of those. Let me start with this. You can't really see it so easily, but if those of you who are interested, you want the PowerPoint, I'm sure we can make it available to you. But the thing that you really need to see is the top line. Okay, and the extent of dependency is captured by this statistic at the top. Okay, and you compare it with all other income groups, and what you see is essentially in that one statistic how dependent sub-Saharan Africa is on raw material production. Okay, this is the very heart of what makes sub-Saharan Africa beat. Okay, here, just to have a look at one very important additional statistic. With all this export coming from sub-Saharan Africa, how much does sub-Saharan Africa account for in terms of global trade value? We know there are vast resources coming from there, but look at the bottom line in terms of global trade value. Look at that. 0.5%, 75.95%, going down to 0.1. To 0.1, meaning that with all these vast resources being produced, how much are they getting for it? Nothing. Nothing. This is a very significant piece of data. Then I just want to show you what has happened to sub-Saharan Africa, because what we know, and from all studies, no country ever develops without manufacturing. Okay, producing raw materials will not take you anywhere. Producing basic agricultural goods will not take you anywhere. And let's have a look at how much manufacturing activity takes place in sub-Saharan Africa. We can look over the last 15 odd years, 15, 20 years. And we see manufacturing has actually declined as a percentage of the total. This is percentages of total production in sub-Saharan Africa. How much of it is accounted for by manufacturing? So this figure here is 17% of the total. Most of the rest, when we talk of industry, it includes manufacturing, but the bulk of it is mining. Okay? Raw material extraction. This is the bulk of it. And here we see actually raw material extraction has stayed the same. What has caused industry to fall is the fall in manufacturing production. This is deliberate because we will never, as Western economists, as Western policymakers, we cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize and start producing manufacturers. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. And I'm going to show you how we actually block that. We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well. To start, this is what it's basically about, so you know what it's about. But I want to just show you the extent to which Africa is specializing in the production of raw materials and basic agricultural goods. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. I will not discuss that very much because my colleague speaker is going to go into some aspects of this. But I do want to discuss the global economic structures, the global financial institutions, and economic ideology, briefly, to give you a flavor of those. Let me start with this. You can't really see it so easily, but if those of you who are interested, you want the PowerPoint and show.
My people, I want us to understand that there is a total blackout. There is a total blackout on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case on the media, on official media. That is why that after everything that some of us have done to make sure that we bring from a various platform, going from one place to another. You also say now, going from one place to another, total blackout on today's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. But we have something. We have something about 7 minutes. We have something about 7 minutes that we are going to share with you. Just give me a moment. Let me prepare it so that we can be able to bring it and for you to see.
We can make it available to you. But the thing that you really need to see is the top line. Okay? And the extent of dependency is captured by this statistic at the top. Okay? And you compare it with all other income groups, and what you see is essentially in that one statistic how dependent sub-Saharan Africa is on raw material production. Okay, this is the very heart of what makes sub-Saharan Africa beat. Okay, here, just to have a look at one very important additional statistic, with all this export coming from sub-Saharan Africa, how much does sub-Saharan Africa account for in terms of global trade value? We know there are vast resources coming from there, but look at the bottom line in terms of global trade value. Look at that. 0.5%, 1975, 0.95%, going down to 0.1. To 0.1. Meaning that with all this vast resources being produced, how much are they getting for it? Nothing. Nothing. This is a very significant piece of data. Then I just want to show you what has happened to sub-Saharan Africa, because what we know, and from all studies, no country ever develops without manufacturing.
Okay.
Okay, producing raw materials will not take you anywhere. Producing basic agricultural goods will not take you anywhere. And let's have a look at how much manufacturing activity takes place in sub-Saharan Africa. We can look over the last 15 odd years, 15, 20 years. And we see manufacturing has actually declined as a percentage of the total.
Did you see? Economic decline. What happened during when Buhari came in power? Forcefully came in power in 1983. Economy was booming. They sent him to come and decline it. Good luck, Jonathan. When he came in to help, they sent him again to come and pull it down. That is why everything down. Because the system is designed. The system is designed for us to be in abject poverty. Why they are enriching themselves. You know what I'm saying now? This goes to the one Nigerianist. Somebody's asked me to upload this very video in my platform. I'm going to do it. I have this video for like about 2 years now. You understand what I'm saying now? I have this video about 2 years now. I'm going to upload it so for our people to see exactly what we're talking about. So we are going to bring you 7 minutes interview from the platform of Umuchuku writers. But I beg your pardon, the video, it is not in order. So you have to just pay attention to what they are saying. You have to just pay attention to what they are saying so that we can be able to get, because we do our media by ourselves. So let us listen to them and see what they are talking about.
When I handle cases, God is always on the throne. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, God has taken over the entire proceedings. There's no question about that. We all saw it in court today. The truth is that the lower court tried in striking out 8 out of the 15 amended count charge. But the lower court fell far short in not striking out the remaining 7, which have no business being in the charge sheet. All the 7 remaining counts are watery, prima facie. They are dead on arrival, and they were dead on arrival, as I termed them, as dead as to do. But instead of the lower court striking out the entire 15 count charge and allowing Nnamdi Kanu to go home a free man after the long walk, like Nelson Mandela, long walk to freedom, the lower court retained 7 of the counts. And we are here to say, intermediate court, court of appeal, strike out these remaining 7 counts, because the lower court never calmly looked at the documentary evidence we placed before it. The respondent, the federal government, the DSS, they never responded to the critical issues we raised, that Nnamdi Kanu was forcefully abducted in Kenya.
If you pay attention when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was giving his interview on the 26th of July 2021, you will hear when he said that they lay up a complaint. They laid a complaint to the Court of Appeal, but they never ever looked into it. This is what Barrister Mike is talking about. This is what he's talking about. Ifeanyi said that they laid a complaint. They laid a complaint. I was writing it down because this is how I work. I carry my pen and my paper. Now jot. This is what he's referring. We are going to replay it again. You know what I'm saying now? They never looked into it. Why wouldn't they look into it? They laid a formal complaint, an official complaint to the court and the Federal Damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria about the invasion of Mazi Nnamdi, for them to look into it and investigate. Somebody who was granted a bail on the 14th of September 2017, waiting for a day to go to court. But because sorry, I beg your pardon, 27th of April 2017 was granted bail. Then they now went to go and bribe him, thinking that the systematically Westerner is going to work on him at the same time. He refused. They now have to come to his house on the 14th September to invade and kill. And because of that, many people died. Many people died. This is what Mike is talking about. A complaint. Why did Nigerian government and their Janjabori court never look into the complaint about somebody that they granted a bail on the 27th of April 2017. If I'm wrong, somebody should correct me in the comment section. Come on 14th of September 2017, they won. So if I assume that they killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they succeeded killing him on the 14th September 2017 after the invasion, would they be talking about trial? Would they be talking about trial? They will not be talking about trial. That is what Mike is referring to. Let me take it back. So for all those medias, all those Zoo Nigerian medias, for them to be listening, seeing what we are passing through. Now I have a song for them. This is a recent song, Yoruba medias. They don't ask this question. They say he jumped bail. How did he jump bail? What date? They will say on the 14th September 2007. Can you give us in clear terms? Give us on the, bring your argument to convince us that he jumped bail. Jumping bail, that he ran away out of the country. How? Explain. Primary one. Explain how. We need your explanation. That is what they are talking about. A complaint was laid down for the court and the Zoo Nigerian government to investigate about the invasion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 14th September 2017. They never opened that file. Then what are you talking? What are you waiting for? Didn't you see that Oyibo man said that the structure had been designed? So it doesn't matter. The system cannot work. The only thing is revolution. Ask yourself, why is Nigerian government never opened that investigation panel on what happened on the 14th September 2017? That is what is holding them. Ask yourself why. It is because that systematic system that was put in by the Westerners to put Africa in abject poverty. That is why. And as you can see, and as you can hear, as the Oyibo man said, it is not as if that Africans cannot do anything to come out from this mess. There is something that they can do. Then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? That systematically planned to keep Africa in poverty. That is what is holding the Nigerian government not to investigate. The British will tell them, do not investigate it. Let us see a willing tools like P2B. Do not even. P2B, have you asked the Zoo Nigerian government, what did you go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu house on the 14th of September 2014? Did you open the file case? Did you investigate? Can you tell us? You say that the jump bail. Can you just tell us? They are working with willing tools. And that willing tools is P2B. Now you yourself know that P2B is part of their system. It is part of one Nigeria to preserve Africa for the Westerners. You stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Even at Tulewu. What happened on the 14th September 2017? That is where a question mark is. But nobody wants to answer that question. They don't want to open that book. I want to actually maybe that book. Nobody. With all the evidences, how they came, begin to shoot a man that have a date in the court. So that is where Mike is talking about. We are going to play it again, go back again, and then. But let me take it a little bit, about let's say 30 seconds. We are going to play it again, just about 7 minutes. 7 minutes 33 seconds, 39 seconds. And we are live on all the platforms. And I still remember Mazi and Nnamdi watching it. Today, the 13th of September 2017. Let's go.
Looked at the documentary evidence we placed before it.
Okay.
They responded, the federal government, the DSS, they never responded to the critical issues we raised.
You see? That is what is holding your freedom. This is where you ask questions. What are they talking about? You know, these lawyers, they speak in terms, no? They speak in grammatic. They will use dates. Me, I don't learn. They speak, but it is the people, and then they're not at the game. And Kevin Melu, if dating, Kevin Melu that day. And I got given Melu that day. That is a big and judge. They never responded. The DSS, the federal government of Nigeria, the court never responded. Then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? A revolution. What it was? Revolution. In police, in army. As long as able Biafra, you know what I'm saying now? As long as the very reason why this program is going viral is because they cannot control it. If it is normal, it took where 10,000 people could sit and watch this program. I'm going to go in there and spend it in my platform to make sure I suppress my program, my message. Can never believe it. Can never believe it. That's why some of you cannot even share my program. Some will be sharing program at a point they will ban you. I'm telling you honestly. Let's continue. Why Nigerian government, why they never investigated the invasion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on 14 September 2017? Why? They caught. Why? DSS, why? Who is committing crime here? Is Nigerian government and their agents.
That Nnamdi Kanu was forcefully abducted in Kenya. And the law is that when you want to take a person from another country like Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, you have to go through a certain extradition procedure. If you don't, the detaining authority, that is Kenya, have to first give you consent or permission that you can take away this subject from our jurisdiction. Kenya did not do that. In fact, Kenya said, we never told them to take Nnamdi Kanu away from here. So what the government did was to apply brute force, Vietnamese, in a most savage manner, by capturing Nnamdi Kanu the same way the federal government had done against Umaru Diko, who was Shagari's minister. And we have cited several cases before the court in other jurisdictions to show that a person you have brought in forcefully cannot stand trial on counts that were existing before you brought him back, which did not amount to the offense you are now saying he has committed. And by the way, the Federal High Court Act, the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, and Supreme Court and Court of Appeal decisions say when you are charging a person for a criminal offense, you must state with particulars the place where he allegedly committed the offense, the time, the venue. But in this case, all the remaining 7 counts, they are saying 6 of them that Nnamdi Kanu made certain broadcasts.
Before we continue, please, my people, many people is asking to put that video of that Oyibo man. I'm going to put it, but you are going to go to my YouTube, because if I put it on my Facebook page, the Zoo Nigerian government would lock the key. They will lock, you can never get it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So after the program, I will upload it on my YouTube. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdelem Mwachineke. I'm going to write it on the comment section why this video is playing. That is where you're going to go and get the video. Upload it. Make it go viral. I say for 2 years now, I have that video. I have that video. For 2 years now, I have that video. If anything comes up, anything comes up, so that I build our case very tight. And when you watch it, program watch our program, I'm telling you honestly, that's one job. You don't know how much they are paying to suppress my program. Tell you honestly. Let's continue. I'm going to upload it on my YouTube.
Brokers from where? From the spirit world? You did not tell us. From Ghostland? You did not tell us. And you know what they did? That was because in an earlier objection to the first charge, where they said he made the brokers from the United Kingdom, they tried to run away from that by now saying he made the brokers without stating where he made the broker from. And the law is that you cannot charge a person in such a vague and invasive manner. The Federal High Court does not have global jurisdiction over crimes allegedly committed in other parts of Nigeria. The only count that they mentioned a venue was one of the counts where he was accused of importing a transmitter, and that it was accosted at Ogolo Isuzo in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. Of course, Ihiala local government area of Anambra State is not within the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court, such as to preside over the matter against Nnamdi Kanu in that respect. There's another point also, which is that he's being tried for allegedly committing these acts as a member or leader of IPOB. Because according to the federal government, IPOB has been banned or proscribed. Meanwhile, we have since filed an appeal against this proscription. And the appeal is pending, is extant before the same court at the Court of Appeal. And you cannot begin to carry out a charge against a person based on a foundation which we are telling the Court of Appeal to remove. The question you should ask yourself is simple. Were Nnamdi Kanu to be tried and convicted, God forbid, and the Court of Appeal later finds out or discovers that IPOB was illegally and unlawfully and wrongfully proscribed, what do you do about that? So we are saying the law is that they should wait under the doctrine of least pending. They should wait first for this court whether it was lawful or illegal. And they are jumping the gun. So all in all, Nnamdi Kanu has no case against him at all. He's being kept in detention by the same DSS who investigated him, the same DSS who arrested him, the same DSS is detaining him, the same DSS is still keeping him in custody, the same DSS through the federal government is also prosecuting him. So where is the justice when you are the investigator, the arrestor, the accuser, and the prosecutor? Where is the justice? Justice is not only for the government, it is also for citizens like Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything wrong, and we have been able to demonstrate before in our book. When I handle cases, God is always on the throne. In the case of Nnamdi.
So we are repeating it again without interruption because our people really need to get it. And that very video I'm going to drop it on my YouTube. So just go to Mazi Odinkema Kandele Mwachineke. Then you will see you're going to get the video. You're going to get the video on YouTube. Just go there and get it so that you can be able to get the video. Get the video. So this is it. So follow me on YouTube at Mazi Odinkema Kandele Mwachineke. So that because if I put it on my YouTube, on my Facebook, they are going to lock it, like I said. So let us finish this.
God has taken over the entire proceedings. There's no question about that. You all saw it in court today. The truth is that the lower court tried in striking out 8 out of the 15 amended count charge. But the lower court fell far short in not striking out the remaining 7, which have no business being in the charge sheet. All the 7 remaining counts are watery, prima facie. They are dead on arrival, and they were dead on arrival, as I termed them, as dead as dodo. But instead of the lower court striking out the entire 15 count charge and allowing Nnamdi Kanu to go home a free man after the long walk, like Nelson Mandela, long walk to freedom, the lower court retained 7 of the counts. And we are here to say, intermediate court, court of appeal, strike out these remaining 7 counts, because the lower court never calmly looked at the documentary evidence we placed before it. The respondent, the federal government, the DSS, they never responded to the critical issues we raised, that Nnamdi Kanu was forcefully abducted in Kenya. And the law is that when you want to take a person from another country like Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, you have to go through a certain extradition procedure. If you don't, the detaining authority, that is Kenya, have to first give you consent or permission that you can take away this subject from our jurisdiction. Kenya did not do that. In fact, Kenya said, we never told them to take Nnamdi Kanu away from here. So what the government did was to apply brute force, jet armies, in a most savage manner, by capturing Nnamdi Kanu the same way the federal government had done against Umaru Diko, who was Shagari's minister. And we have cited several cases before the court in other jurisdictions to show that a person you have brought in forcefully cannot stand trial on counts that were existing before you brought him back, which did not amount to the offense you are now saying he has committed. And by the way, the Federal High Court Act, the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, and Supreme Court and Court of Appeal decisions say when you are charging a person for a criminal offense, you must state with particulars the place where he allegedly committed the offense, the time, the venue. But in this case, all the remaining 7 counts, they are saying 6 of them that Nnamdi Kanu made certain broadcasts. Broadcasts from where? From the spirit world, you did not tell us. From Ghostland, you did not tell us. And you know what they did? That was because in an earlier objection to the first charge, where they said he made the broadcast from the United Kingdom, they tried to run away from that by now saying he made the broadcast without stating where he made the broadcast from. And the law is that you cannot charge a person in such a vague and invasive manner. The Federal High Court does not have global jurisdiction over crimes allegedly committed in other parts of Nigeria. The only count that they mentioned a venue was one of the counts where he was accused of importing a transmitter, and that it was accosted at Obolo Isuzo in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. Of course, Ihiala local government area of Anambra State is not within the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court, such as to preside over the matter against Nnamdi Kanu in that respect. There's another point also, which is that he's being tried for allegedly committing these acts as a member or leader of IPOB. Because according to the federal government, IPOB has been banned or proscribed. Meanwhile, we have since filed an appeal against this proscription. And the appeal is pending, is extant before the same court at the Court of Appeal. And you cannot begin to carry out a charge against a person based on a foundation which we are telling the Court of Appeal to remove. The question you should ask yourself is simple. Were Nnamdi Kanu to be tried and convicted, God forbid, and the Court of Appeal later finds out or discovers that IPOB was illegally and unlawfully and wrongfully proscribed, what do you do about that? So we are saying the law is that they should wait under the doctrine of least pending. They should wait first for this court whether it was lawful or illegal. And they are jumping the gun. So all in all, Nnamdi Kanu has no case against him at all. He's being kept in detention by the same DSS who investigated him, the same DSS who arrested him, the same DSS is detaining him, the same DSS is still keeping him in custody, the same DSS through the federal government is also prosecuting him. So where is the justice when you are the investigator, the arrestor, the accuser, and the prosecutor? Where is the justice? Justice is not only for the government, it is also for citizens like Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything wrong, and we have been able to demonstrate before in our book.
We have an update. Very wonderful. The Nigerian government have pleaded guilty for crime against the international community. They are pleaded guilty. The Nigerian government have pleaded guilty. They plead guilty. Hey, Kwetago. Now, yes, now, committed a crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is update. That is the update. They have admitted, the Nigerian government have admitted, oh my goodness, that yes, they committed a crime against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is an update. This is an update. This is an update. Let me read it. Let me read the news. Let me read the news. It says, concerning the Nigerian government has finally admitted that they abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and renditioned him to Nigeria without taking the lawful measure. However, the Nigerian government had pleaded guilty on an international crime. You know what I'm saying now? Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. Biafra, Bego. They have. You know what I'm saying now? We still have many more. We still have many more. They have pleaded guilty that yes, indeed, they committed a crime against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. An international community. You know what I'm saying now? Because we're not joking. We are not playing. We are not playing. We are not playing. We are not playing. I'm going to bring you to the stream. Let us still be listening to this Oyibo. A lot of people are demanding for this very video. A lot of people are demanding for it. I have this video for 2 years now. For 2 good years, I have this video. I have it. And like I say, go to Mazi Odinkem and Kendele Watch Neke on YouTube, not Facebook page. If you go to Facebook page, once I upload it, they are going to lock it. You cannot get it. You know what I'm saying now? And another tips I want to give you, you go to Google, go and make search an application that you can use to download a video from YouTube. Just go to Google Play. If you go to Google Play, you're in Google Play. You don't know now. You make any try and can all work. So that I can use it to download this very video. Can you download it? This is very, very important. This is very, very important. You can see Africa.
We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay, and that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well. To start, this is what it's basically about, so you know what it's about. But I want to just show you the extent to which Africa is specializing in the production of raw materials and basic agricultural goods. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. I will not discuss that very much because my colleague speaker is going to go into some aspects of this. But I do want to discuss the global economic structures, the global financial institutions, and economic ideology, briefly, to give you a flavor of those. Let me start with this. You can't really see it so easily, but if those of you who are interested, you want the PowerPoint, I'm sure we can make it available to you. But the thing that you really need to see is the top line. Okay, and the extent of dependency is captured by this statistic at the top. Okay, and you compare it with all other income groups, and what you see is essentially in that one statistic how dependent sub-Saharan Africa is on raw material production. Okay, this is the very heart of what makes sub-Saharan Africa beat. Okay, here, just to have a look at one very important additional statistic. With all this export coming from sub-Saharan Africa, how much does sub-Saharan Africa account for in terms of global trade value? We know there are vast resources coming from there, but look at the bottom line in terms of global trade value. Look at that. 0.5%, 1975, 0.95%, going down to 0.1. To 0.1. Meaning that with all these vast resources being produced, how much are they getting for it? Nothing. Nothing. This is a very significant piece of data. Then I just want to show you what has happened to sub-Saharan Africa, because what we know, and from all studies, no country ever develops without manufacturing. Okay, producing raw materials will not take you anywhere. Producing basic agricultural goods will not take you anywhere. And let's have a look at how much manufacturing activity takes place in sub-Saharan Africa. We can look over the last 15 odd years, 15, 20 years. And we see manufacturing has actually declined as a percentage of the total. This is percentages of total production in sub-Saharan Africa. How much of it is accounted for by manufacturing? So this figure here is 17% of the total. Most of the rest, when we talk of industry, it includes manufacturing, but the bulk of it is mining. Okay, raw material extraction. This is the bulk of it. And here we see actually raw material extraction has stayed the same. What has caused industry to fall is the fall in manufacturing production. This is deliberate because we will never, as Western economists, as Western policymakers, we cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize and start producing manufacturers. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. And I'm going to show you how we actually block that.
You see? Just this one is just a piece of iceberg though. Just this one. You're going to have it this very video. I'm going to make it public. Just go to Mazi and watch it. Go there. Then whenever I post it, you're going to see. It might not be today because I'm very, very tired. We've been here for like almost 4 hours. We've been here for like almost 4 hours on this very program that we are having today. So we've seen it, we have heard, and then we are waiting for the very day that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free. Of course, it's going to be free. It's going to be free. It's going to be free. Whether they like it or not, it's going to be free. And for those who are accusing Igbos, Igbo, you want to dominate us, Igbo, you want to do this, Igbo want to do that. You know, I have a song for you people. I have a song. Let me play it for you so that you can be able to see for yourself. Know that not Igbo man is your problem, but rather it is the system that they put together in order to make us think that We are the problem of ourselves. But the truth of the matter is this: but now, do you have the chance to put and claim your future back again? Do you have that? Of course you do. Not Igbo man is your problem. I still remember Odinkema Kendele Nwa Chineke, aka Afro Cronkite, the second disciple of Onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on today's program, the 13th day of September 2022, concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And one of the questions that we're asking the Nigerian government is this: that why did they not investigate about the case on the 14th of September 2017? That is a question that each and every one of these one Nigerians should have in mind. And those of you who are thinking that Igbo is going to dominate you, Igbo has no interest of dominating. Rather, we want to free everybody. All of us are Biafrans. All of us are Biafrans. And I'm going to leave you right here, right now. You see you again some other time. And like I said, on the program, special program that we normally do every Monday on the Twitter Tuesday, just go to the current. If you go to my page, you're going to see an advertisement concerning IPOB Autopilot Twitter Tuesday. Drop your Twitter handle. If you also go to my YouTube on my community, you will see a similar post like that. Drop your Twitter handle so that we can advertise your Twitter handle. People will follow you because you are doing what Onyendo asks us to do, meaning that creating tweet, retweeting. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Shalom.
Freedom is your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you chose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Free yourself, motherfucker.
Freedom is your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you chose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Hold on.
Freedom is your freedom.
And if you need this song, just go to Adinkema Official, then you can get it. And like I warn people, do not put a stream, a copyright in my in my music. It is my song. It is my material. I am the only person who have the authority to put. If anybody put a copyright on my song, I am going to sue that person. And there are specialists that can detect your address, because you must fill all the informations. You must put your bank account so that the money will be coming into your account. And before you have a bank account, you must also provide a vital ID card to show where you're living. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So these specialists who specialize on protecting people's ideology, intellectual work, like copyright, they have access to know where you are. And as the damage you, my songs, all of them are free. If I want to benefit from it, it is me that will make beneficiary of it, not to you. Obrong brain kusi egwu ka o wee promote ife anyị na-eme. Gwa na onwe gị wolu $350. $350. You will put a copyright on somebody's song. But every month I put natural ESN, can support our ESN. You will give up $100, more $200. Money get up $350. You will put your copyright on somebody's song because all go no shit. Take your time, take your time. Don't do that again. When you name me found, don't do that again. Don't do that again.
Freedom is your freedom.
Instead of you to accept freedom, you chose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Free yourself, motherfuckers.
Are you gonna be this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom, we are free.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
evil man that. Evil man this, evil man that.
I say, how long? To the coastal region, all you say, and you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani change away. And you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State are being run and controlled by the Fulani away. And you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing process of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Najib, and the alliance of the Tevorin of the United States of America?
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom, we are free.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
evil man that. Evil man this, evil man that.
The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kanu State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. I say, how long? Nnamdi Kanu is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say that, calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom, we are free.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
evil man that. Evil man this, evil man that.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of Biafra.
Every day now and then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Because people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. One of the man of the world, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu salute you. Oza, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa. Upon the trigger, the sun rises, the sun sets. Then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom, we are free.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
evil man that. Evil man this, evil man that.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay, and you say evil man will dominate you, huh? Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say Iba man this, Iba man that. Your children out of school, you say Iba man this, Iba man that. Your brother out of job, you say Iba man this, Iba man that. When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna see that Iba man is your brother? Think about the time when you want to succeed. Think about the time when you want to have a liberty. Think about the time when you want to excel. Igbo's not your problem, Fulani's your problem. Igbo's not your head, Fulani's your head. Igbo's not your enemy, Fulani's your enemy. What about your progress? Igbo want your progress. Don't let Igbo say so. Fulani said that all you in Bayelsa said belong to Kanu and Jigawa. Not Igbo man say so. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom, every day now and then. Why you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that, Igbo man this, Igbo man that?
From I need determine for you when and how your Russian build and how you use power generated from your resources. Not Igbo man says so. Preaching the gospel, but to set you free. You say, Igbo man, this, that. Odin came on the microphone. Yeah.